forgot to start recording. Hi. You're finally finishing your Robotics notes DaSH. It's very thrilling. I am looking forward to it. I'm also a little worried because I don't know what to expect. I'm hoping this won't be too terribly long, but we'll just have to see. The last phase, very ominously named, if I can say so myself. But let's put a wrap to the notes of robotics, I guess. The roll die changed just a little bit. And that's that. Phew. After I send the last email, I grab a bottle of Diet Cola and chug it down. Drinking cola under the hot sun's pretty nice, but I prefer chugging one down when I'm in a room that's super chilly from the AC. It's been 2 days since I got home from Tanegashima. I spent the whole day yesterday with my wife and daughter, which meant I was finally able to return to my castle today. What is going on YouTube now? Stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended, and I didn't set it up to be that. Sheesh. Quit your whining, YouTube. Anyways. Yes, this is my castle, my hideaway for work, my so-called office. Generally, I do all my work here. If I work at home, I get caught up in little distractions with my wife and daughter. My wife knows about this place, but she doesn't know where it's located. With a job like mine, you never know when there will be trouble. I don't want to get my family caught up in anything dangerous, which is why I haven't told them where I work from. My wife never asks questions unless it's absolutely necessary. She's a good one, alright. So much more than I ever could have asked for. Anyhow, since I've been out for around 2 weeks, I had a stack of work waiting for me when I got back. I've been working at it since this morning, and I finally cleaned it up, which means I could take a breather. Tanegashima. I wonder if everyone from the CT Robotics Club's getting back to their regular daily lives right about now. The fact that I was able to meet them was a major plus for me. To tell the truth, during the incident, I had no idea what was going to happen, and I was pretty worried the whole time. I'm seriously glad nothing crazy happened in the end. An email? From who? Okarin? I shouldn't have... Okay, calming down. It's me, Okarin. The rolled line is wavering. Yeah, I noticed that. What? It's from an old friend of mine. The heck does he mean? What's going on? My Pokecom starts ringing, and I nearly drop it in surprise. Okarin is calling me. Honestly, I wasn't expecting Okabe at all, so I'll take it. He rarely goes out of his way to make a call. He really would be the type. Now that I think about it, I feel like he mentioned a bit ago that he'd be visiting America for a little while. Hey Okarin, it's rare of you to call. Also, what was that email about? Huh? The divergence meter? Oh, that weird gadget you made years ago, right? Of course I remember it. What? Okay. Really? I don't really get it, but... Got it. If you say so, I'll look into it. The world line, huh? It was back when we were still college students. He, Okarin, aka Hyoin Kyoma, aka Okabe Rintaro, suddenly started talking about some strange stuff. That our world possesses infinite possibilities, and that those individual possibilities are called world lines. However, we humans are only cognizant of one world line at a time. Meow! Cat. He said it wasn't like sci-fi movies and novels, where multiple parallel worlds exist at the same time. And apparently, there comes a time once every few years when a significant event occurs, one that determines the current world line. As a result of said event, the future diverges significantly. Once a world line is determined, the events that happen afterward are set in stone to a certain extent. We experience events that are fated to happen and head toward the determined future. A world line cannot easily be overridden by human power. Even if you knew the world line was headed toward an unfortunate future, you wouldn't easily be able to change that. At any rate, Okurin really went full throttle with the Chunibyo back then. He'd go on and on, calling himself an insane mad scientist, even though he was already a college student by then. So at first, I thought all that stuff about world lines was just more crazy talk from him. You know what, fair. But ever since that summer day 10 years ago, when he started talking about his so-called world line theory, he began to change. All of a sudden, he started studying like crazy. He went on to study abroad in America. He made connections with scientists overseas who were known geniuses. That's the kind of person he became, and the message that he just sent me says, "The world line is wavering." The divergence meter. It's a mysterious gadget Okurin built that I can't fathom the logic behind. But apparently, it's a gadget that can display the current world line in the form of a numerical value. Okurin once told me that if the meter is displaying a certain value, then the world line is at peace. But now, he says that the value is wavering. I've never once seen that value change, but according to Okurin, a change in the value signifies the advent of unimaginable chaos in the form of World War III. It's a pretty crazy idea. It certainly sounds ridiculous, illogical even, but even so, I believe it. Okurin is ridiculous, illogical, and insolent in his arrogance, but when he's talking about world lines, I know he's being genuine. And if Okurin's gone out of his way to call me and bring this to my attention... Spooky, are you in chat? I think the cat wants to be let into your room, and that's why he's meowing. Because he can't get attention from me, so you're the next best bet. But your door's open? It might not be open enough. Or, no. Looking to the hall. It is meowing. Give the cat attention, I don't know. Like... He has food in his food bowl. I don't know what his problem is. Then this could be an omen of a major event. One that could very well change the world line we're on. I decided to check a certain forum to start with. @channel. I'm not talking about any regular old forum, of course. There's a special forum people in the same trade as me, hacking that is, used to swap information. I come across a number of interesting posts. It looks like somebody's hacked Super Mac. What's more, Queen was hacked too. Super Mac and Queen, they're two supercomputers located in Germany. Supercomputer, a massive computer that can compute large amounts of data at incredibly high speeds by utilizing parallel computing as well as other methods. While not an exact definition, it generally refers to a computer with a processing speed that is about 1,000 times faster than a household PC. Operation speed is measured by the number of all four arithmetic operations it can calculate in a second. And being able to do ones per second is referred to as 1 flops, floating point operations per second. The K computer, K coming from the Japanese word K, in Japan is capable of 10 P flops, which means it can calculate 10 quadrillion times a second. As K means large gate in Japanese, the K computer represents the idea that it's a new gateway for computer science. I see. Why is it giving me controller inputs? My controller isn't plugged in. Anyways, I think I will avoid reading any tips from this point on because that does take a lot of time and I don't know how long this phase will be. Unless it's something that we like, what the fuck is that? Type thing. Access ranking, I see Tanagashima listed. And according to what people are saying, both were hacked at nearly the exact same time. No one's sure who was responsible for the attacks at this stage. It's not even clear if it was an organized effort or one carried out by a single perpetrator. You'd have to be an immensely capable hacker to pull something like this off by yourself. Both supercomputers are famous for having pretty tough security. I myself would probably need to put in a crazy amount of time and effort to pull it off, and I'm doubted the super hacker. Sure enough, the forum's going crazy over all of this. Something about the situation feels very suspicious. I decided to give that channel a look. Let's see. Germany Chancellor Lazar absent for Germany-France conference due to illness. On the morning of the 2nd, Chancellor Lazar was unexpectedly absent from the Germany-France conference. The conference was held to discuss strengthening EU cooperation and the direction of the reforms occurring in the EU. As of now, there has not been an official announcement on why he was absent. No details? What's going on? I think this is a major global issue. He's probably just sick. If that's true, then why no statement? I live in Germany, but I haven't heard any further news. Rather than strengthening anything, the relationship between Germany and France might even crumble. Germany traffic signal issues in Berlin. Out of the many threads there, one catches my eye. It's on the current state of Germany. Apparently, there's a massive infrastructure crisis going down there right now. Its public transportation systems, gas supply, and water supply have all been hit. There are a ton of tweets on Twitter about the situation too. Is there any other info about what's going on? I hurriedly head over to the TV and turn it on. Looks like the first Japanese report on the situation has just started. I repeat, we have received reports of a major crisis currently occurring in the city of Berlin. Reportedly, this crisis may have been caused by a large-scale terrorist attack. At present, however, we have received no reports of injuries or casualties. Nonetheless, in response to the state of affairs, the Japanese government has issued an alert advising those intending to travel to Germany to remain cautious. As a result of this, travel agencies across the country are receiving cancellation calls. The hell is going on? The scale of the situation has surged, and almost immediately too. If Germany's infrastructure has fallen into chaos right now, this issue is massive enough to be directly affecting people's lives. And all of this came right after two supercomputers in the same country were hacked. Could the two incidents be related somehow? They said this could be a terrorist attack on the news, but if that were the case, the criminals responsible would have already made a declaration claiming responsibility. Plus, there haven't been any reports of bombings or other damage done. If a group wanted to do harm through terrorism, the easiest and most effective way would be to destroy a facility. Doing that would also make their goals very clear to the world. If no bombs were used, the other possibilities are a synchronized hacking incident carried out by a global hacking organization. If something like that were going to happen, it wouldn't be strange if I heard something or other about it through my networks. But back when I was looking through that hacker forum, no one had brought up anything like that. Well, as you can see, a throng of people has closed in on this market in the center of Berlin. Everyone here seems desperate to buy up all the mineral water, gas cans, and other commodities they can get their hands on. Scenes like this are quickly becoming common throughout Germany, it seems. In certain other areas, riots are occurring, though the German government has been slow to respond to its citizens' criticisms. As night came, the uproar grew even worse. The chaos, which began in the capital city of Berlin, has now spread throughout Germany. Tensions are so high that, at this rate, People may even start fighting each other for water and gas. I continued to gather information. The conversations with Okurin and this crisis, they must be connected. The incident with the supercomputers bothers me too. Because of the tumult surrounding the infrastructure crisis, news about the hacking is being drowned out. Even so, reports of yet another supercomputer in Germany getting hacked are circulating throughout the hacker forum. Many posters believe it was likely carried out by the same perpetrator as the last 2 hacks. Who could have possibly targeted 3 supercomputers in such a short period of time? AI. I get chills when I see the term mentioned on the forum. I turn to face my PC. Looks like it's time to ask my reliable hacker comrades for help. Who really is behind this series of hacks? Naturally, I don't believe finding the answer to the question will be easy. Normally, pro hackers leave no traces of themselves behind. But that's if they're pro hackers. And if the one behind these hacks isn't a pro. As I thought, there are access points from all over the world to the supercomputers, making and narrowing it down difficult. Inuvik, Canada. Sao Paulo, Brazil. Santiago, Chile. Wellington, New Zealand. Darwin, Australia. Manila, Philippines. Dubai, UAE, I can read. Istanbul, Turkey. Maspalomas, Spain. The names of the locations are listed. Are you going to gloss over Tanegashima, Japan? When I see a certain location at the bottom of the list, I let out an unconscious mutter. You serious? Tanegashima, Japan. Why is Tanegashima on this list? The uneasiness in my gut begins to swell, together with the dreadful premonition on my mind. Huh? New message sent by Leo. A message. The sender is Leo. That's his alias. Even I don't know his real name. He's a top-notch hacker I personally respect. Just earlier I asked him to help me out with this as a personal favor. A message from now only can mean. Just for fun, I took a peek inside someone's PC at the Supermac facility and found some interesting stuff in the chat with their friend. Interesting stuff? They said they saw a ghost? A ghost? Well, I know it has nothing to do with the case, but... Here's a pic. It's Kimijima fucking Ko. I knew it! What? That's... There's no mistaking him.
Kimijima Ko.
This fucker. Seems like an AR. When did this happen? Timestamp is from about 24 hours ago. It's way before the incident started, so probably doesn't have anything to do with it. Heh, hope it gave you chills. Hope it gives me chills, you say. Chills is underselling it. 24 hours ago? 24 hours ago, I had already returned to Tokyo. By that point, Kimijima Ko had been seen in Germany? I practically retrieved my luggage, which I left in the corner of the room, and sit back down in front of my PC. The data I recovered in Tanegashima. That was Kimijima Ko's data, no doubt about. No way. There's no doubt about it. The data I brought back from Tanegashima was Kimijima Ko's. But after re-evaluating that data, I discovered the truth. This isn't the original's data. This is just a copy. What I captured and brought home was nothing but a copy of Kimijima Ko. We live for the future. Last phase, Heliopause processor. About an hour and a half away from... Wait. Oh, I don't know who this is. And I assume Dare still. About an hour and a half away from Kagoshima Harbor. I step off the jet fuel toppy onto Tanegashima Harbor. The wind is much stronger here than in Tokyo. Okay, still Dario. When I left, I certainly hadn't been expecting to have to come back, much less so soon. Hashira-san. Nishio-kyun runs up to me once I'm off the ship. Thanks for coming. No worries. There was something I wanted to look into too. Yesterday, when I realized all I'd captured was a copy of Kimijima Ko. I was in a daze over everything that had happened. All of a sudden, I got a call from Yashio-kyun. Hashira-san. To be honest, all that was on my mind was a terrible premonition of what was to come. I answered him with dread in my heart. As I had expected, his tone was frantic. We have a huge problem. The robots that were brought here from the festival are... Oh. By that point, that premonition of mine was already taking on a clear, unmistakable form. The robots are revolting. Well... Can't say this was on my robotics notes bingo card. A robot uprising. I already had the incident with the supercomputers to contend with, but the news from Yashio-kyun solidified my next decision. I'd head back to Tanegashima immediately. The Haneda and Kagoshima airports were a disaster. I didn't even know if the plane was actually going to fly until the last minute. In the end, it didn't, so I switched over to a ship. Yashio-kyun warned me that there was a robot uprising going down. Perhaps as a result of that, none of the computers at Tanegashima airport can be controlled for one reason or another. Thus, all flights were cancelled. I'm glad you came back, even though it probably wasn't easy. I really appreciate it. Follow me, everyone's waiting. Oh. And if it isn't Hashira-san. Everyone's gathered here. Mr. Candy, the members of the Robotics Club, and Naitan too. You're here. Thank you for coming all the way back over. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. That's rude, Furugori. Getting welcomed back by everyone is a little embarrassing. Having you here is a huge relief, Uncle Dario. It feels so strange. We only just met 2 weeks ago, and yet they're already treating me like I'm a reliable old friend they can trust. But now's not the time to dwell on that sentimentality. First off, could I get the details? Yoshio-kyun mentioned a robot uprising. Yoshio-kyun begins to explain what's happened up until now. It was the day after I left for Tokyo, September 1st. Although the festival was already over at that point, the area around Yoshinomote Harbor was just as busy as it had been during. The reason, of course, was that there was a festival cleanup work to be done. I feel like I misread that. But we continue on anyway. Since robots were a key part of the festivities, many businesses had come from the mainland to participate. They brought robots, small and large, personal and business models, to Tanegashima in order to entertain attendees. Naturally, the festival over. They had to take those robots home. Thus, the business spent one day prepping to go. They had arranged to leave the island of the morning ferries the next day. In other words, yesterday. Yoshio-kyun, Akitan, and the others had been heavily involved with the festival the past 2 weeks. So, naturally, they decided to head out and see how things were going. That's when it happened. Oh man, the festival's already over, huh? I wish I could go on a little longer. What are you saying? We had 2 whole weeks. That's plenty of time. I mean, yeah, but... Hey, what the heck is going on? Huh? What? Damn it. Why? What's going on? Let's go check it out. Kai, there. The robots are moving by themselves. Shouldn't we stop them? I mean, yeah, but we can't deal with that many of them. Shit. Everyone, get back! Look out! You're going to get crushed! Ugh. Kai, who's controlling it? I don't know, but we need to get away from it now. But just hurry. I see. The robots that were on display for the festival started moving on their own. There was a diverse range of robots in all different sizes exhibited at the festival. Humanoid robots, vehicle types, and even those meant to do work at harbors and construction sites. That includes large models up to 8 meters tall, like those displayed at the expo last year. All of them started moving at the same time. On top of that, the festival robots weren't the only ones that started moving. Household and factory use robots on the island began to move as well, at the exact same time. And they moved on their own accord, huh? Robots are a household commodity nowadays. You got cleaning robots, medical use robots manufactured by Exoskeleton Company, and even smaller models compared to speakers. Even those kinds of robots went rogue. Yeah. It seems like some of those smaller robots, like the household cleaning robots, were retrieved, but many still broke free from their restraints. Apparently, those robots began to proceed as a single cluster. Where are those robots heading? Naitan pulls up a map from her Pokecom and shows it to me. They're heading east on the Prefectural Road 75. Was that sound effect necessary, game? Prefectural Road 75 is a road that runs east to west through Tanegashima from Nishinamote. I figured we need to stop their advance for the time being, at least. With some help from public officers, the police, and the Young Persons Association, we were able to set up a barricade at that point. So at the moment, the robots are... Yes, they stopped at the barricade. Is there not any way to retrieve them now while they're still stopped? When the robots detect humans approaching, they begin to make threatening movements. In other words, if you were to carelessly approach them, you'd be attacked. Now, if you were only facing smaller robots, you might be able to capture them without facing major injuries. But among that cluster are giant robots, similar in weight to heavy machinery. If those robots were to lash out, you'd be facing far, far worse than a few minor injuries. Seems like we quite literally have a unified robot uprising on our hands here. The robot uprising, huh? Those words bring to mind the revolt in Tokyo last year, headed entirely by robots, what's known now as the Each incident. The situation we're facing now very much resembles what happened back then. And the person believed to be the true mastermind behind last year's incident is... You noticed it too, right? Considering the situation, the first person to come to mind is... I dare say everyone here is thinking of the exact same name right now. The dismal atmosphere engulfs the room. A dismal. Kimijima Ko. It's the only possible conclusion. What? Proton, who's staring at her Pokecom, suddenly raises her voice. What happened? So, looks like Proton's on Twippo. Breaking news. There's a robot uprising going down in Berlin, apparently. No way. Everyone opens Twippo on their Pokecoms. Germany is already suffering a major infrastructure crisis, and now this is happening too. It looks like the situation there is a bit different from ours. Sure enough, the uprising of Germany isn't quite like the Pied Piper of Hamelin phenomenon we have going on here. Or Pied Piper? I don't know words. Over in Germany, they just can't control the robots. The robots aren't marching off somewhere as a group, like what's happening in Tanegashima. Even so, this is happening in addition to the existing chaos. Most likely, the crisis is only going to be amplified as a result. As if that weren't enough, the bad news just keeps flooding my Pokecom. This isn't good. What's going on? Looks like it's happening in France too. What? An infrastructure-related crisis has begun in France too, with Paris at its center. It's just like what started the chaos in Germany yesterday. Is Kimijima-ko responsible for what's happening in Germany and France too? Sure he is not. They captured Kimijima-ko back during the festival. SMH. Yeah, right, Hashida-san? Everyone's gaze turns to me. Do you know anything, Hashida-san? If you do, please tell us. It certainly captured his data after he caused the last incident. I've got that data under lock and key. See? He doesn't have anything to do with this incident. However, that data was a decoy. What? What do you mean? He's the one behind all this. Kimijima-ko still exists. At present, a massive demonstration is occurring outside the Bundestag in protest of the German government's slow response to the situation. What's more, with transportation systems paralyzed across Paris, the city has fallen into a state of pandemonium. We have received reports that looting, among other illegal activity, has begun to occur citywide. With both the city's water and gas supply unstable, the level of anxiety among Paris's citizens is reaching a boiling point. In addition to the ongoing crisis, rumors are spreading claiming that access to Pangea, a supercomputer located in France, has been lost. Though a connection to the case at hand has been suggested, the current state of affairs will likely make investigation an extremely difficult endeavor. An extremist group, IDSSA, has uploaded a video claiming responsibility for the chain of crises. In the video, they state that each and every incident is a righteous act of God, born of his will. However, it is very likely that the group is aiming to gain notoriety by taking advantage of these incidents. At present, neither the Prime Minister nor any government leaders have held any press conferences in regards to the current situation. A source close to Press Secretary Gunther has informed the press that German Chancellor Lazar cannot currently be contacted, but this has not yet been confirmed. We have just received a report that PIS-Daint, a Switzerland supercomputer ranked one of the world's best, has been illegally accessed. Things have gotten really crazy. We decided to return to the former Robotics lecture venue into our headquarters so we could work out a plan to turn the situation around. Our members include myself, Naetan, Yoshio-kyun, and Subaru-kyun. We also asked Sawada-kyun and Mr. Nomiya Misaki to join us. I had everybody else remain on standby at the Space Candy headquarters for the time being. News programs all around the world are covering the ongoing crisis in real time. And yet, not a single outlet has discovered the source of the chaos yet. Not just France, but now Switzerland too. Germany, France, and Switzerland. Just as the news has been saying, if the crisis isn't solved quickly, the entirety of Europe will be consumed by the chaos. And if that happens, the maelstrom of chaos will spread across the world in the blink of an eye. To wreck such widespread havoc in such a short amount of time would be impossible, unless said havoc were brought about by a rather large-scale organization. But as it stands, I have not received any information suggesting such involvement. Incidentally, I haven't received any intel like that from the fellow hackers I shared information with earlier either. This isn't organized crime then. And this isn't something a group of skilled technicians could accomplish. An exceptionally advanced AI, on the other hand. So it's gotta be Kimijima-ko then. Hello. What are the chances that other similarly advanced AIs exist? Well, an acquaintance of mine happens to research AI. Though she looks like a child, she's actually a woman even older than I am. I've known her for about 10 years now. Maho... Apparently, she's never so much as heard of an AI capable of doing all this. And based on that picture you showed us earlier, this has to be Kimijima-ko's doing. Kimijima-ko. Miss Misaki's mutter sends a chill down my spine. But even if Kimijima-ko is behind this mess, what's his goal? That's the question. The degraded copy of him from the festival spouted some petty Chinibyo lines like, "I will plunge the world into chaos." It totally sounded like a certain somebody did back in the day. But would he really cause this big of an incident for a reason like that? Right now, we've got the hacking of the supercomputers and the infrastructure crises on our hands. I think we should pay more attention to the supercomputers at the moment. Why might he be hacking them? Doing so must benefit him somehow. As an AI, Kimijima-ko possesses the pinnacle of intellect. As to what he wants to accomplish by taking over supercomputers all over the world, the Human Domestication Project. That's the only thing it could be, right, Misone? The Human Domestication Project. It was brought up in the Kimijima reports, which the man himself disseminated years ago. The idea is to shrink the human population to 1/10 of its current size, turn the remainder into servants of the elite, and work them to death as though they were livestock. In doing so, the so-called One World Order would go into effect. It's a plan by the Committee of 300. It's a plan the Committee of 300 has been dreaming of carrying out for close to 100 years. Why do you think that, Yashukyu? Because of what happened at the festival. I just can't imagine someone as meticulous as Kimijima-ko, degraded copy or not, causing all that havoc for kicks, and going about it as if it was some kind of game. So you're saying that what went down during the festival was just an experiment? Even if the elite gain control over humanity, they still need to force them to listen to what they say. If they were able to show people illusions, that means they could send messages directly to other people's brains, right? Send those people powerful messages over and over, and maybe you'd be able to take over their thoughts. Basically, brainwashing. A faint grimace rises to Miss Sanomiya Misaki's face. In the past, she herself was brainwashed by Kimijima-ko. It's just as Yashio-kyun's suggesting. Sending the same signals to a person's brain, over and over, is common practice when it comes to brainwashing. Send those powerful signals rapidly and without fail, and you probably could bend someone else to your will. But to proceed with the Human Domestication Project, the population would need to be thinned down. Right now, there are no signs of that happening. Maybe that's the reason why he hacked the supercomputers? I see. You're suggesting that let him control humanity efficiently, even at its current size? Well, to be fair, I can't say I'm familiar with what a supercomputer can or can't do. That's fair. But at any rate, I feel like if you had supercomputers powerful enough, maybe you'd be able to efficiently brainwash and control the population without having to make the effort to reduce it. And once you've taken control, it'd be pretty easy to manage the population, right? If it's too high, you could have it reduced. Too low, and you could have it increased. As everyone thinks it over, Sawada-kyun, who's been staring at his Pokecom, offers his own thoughts. Just as Yashio Kaido is suggesting, I too believe there's a high chance Kimijima-ko is scheming to carry out the human domestication project. As it stands, the governments of these countries have been tremendously slow to respond to the issues at hand. It would not be far off to say they've hardly done anything at all. That's to say nothing of the fact that since yesterday, some leading officials have failed to show themselves to the public even once, in spite of the ongoing emergency. On foreign social media and forums, some users continue to suggest the possibility that Europe's leaders have been brainwashed. Seems like while we were talking, Sawada-kyun had been poring over the net for more leads. And this is the man who tried to set off a black hole bomb half a year ago. He certainly wouldn't hesitate to try something like this. Right, the black hole bomb. Kimijima-ko had been planning to set one off and usher in an artificial magnetospheric substorm. That way, he'd be able to wipe out 5 billion people. That was the crux of Project Atom, the scheme he wanted to carry out earlier this year. But Project Atom failed, and now, it's certainly possible he's kicked off yet another scheme in its place. Still, even if Kimijima-ko's goal is to carry out the human domestication project, is that really the extent of it? Are you saying he might have another goal? You're probably right when you say he'd benefit way more from being able to control the population as it is now, without having to reduce it, but even if we assume his goal is to brainwash the world's population, would Kimijima-ko really hack the world's supercomputers just for that purpose? There are probably other ways to go about brainwashing the world. Why this one in particular? Of course, carrying out the human domestication project might be one of his goals, but I kinda get the feeling he's only doing that to sow chaos. My gut tells me he's got something even crazier in mind. Does a goal crazier than controlling humanity even exist? The reason Kimijima-ko's doing all this is probably to satisfy his own desires. What might he do? What might he do now because of what he's become? After all, he isn't even human anymore. He's an AI. And as to what an AI desires, could it possibly be?
Singularity.
Yeah, what she said. Miss Senouye Misaki says the word before I can. Looks like she and I have reached the same conclusion. That has to be it, right? Right. What do you mean, singularity? Most of the others have blank looks on their faces. It's not a concept they're particularly familiar with. It's also commonly known as technological singularity. Sorry, I'm not really following. Once an AI surpasses human intelligence, its technological advancement accelerates, leading to rapid evolution for all of civilization, such as the idea behind singularity. And what happens to us when AI surpass humanity? It could lead to a world where AIs control the human race, or, if they deem humanity unnecessary, they could wipe it out.
滅ぼそうとしてくるかもしれない。
We can't know what would truly happen unless it does. But
そういうのは不
those
正
are
的な要素
incidental
である。
factors. I think Himejima-ko just wants to
あくま
pursue the
でも可能
possibilities.
性を追求したいだけなんじゃねって僕は思うけど。
And the possibilities he can strive for because he's a human turned AI. To become an existence that surpassed humanity. It's certainly the kind of goal he would envision. What lies beyond singularity? What's the world beyond it like? The email I got from Okurin yesterday comes to mind. The world light is wavering. We're on the cusp of experiencing a grave turning point, one that will affect the future on a worldwide scale. It may just be exactly as Okurin warned. Please take a look. With the continued crisis in Berlin, riots have started in several areas. As God's messengers delivering punishment, we pour our wrath upon London, Rome, and Madrid. Due to each nation's government not functioning, some reports claim that this is a global terrorist attack, but the information is incomplete. Finally, God has decided to rain down arrows of judgment upon us. In the end, the only ones who will survive are those who practice what we teach. However, it is not too late. Those who repent their sins and accept our teachings. Due to the crisis, stocks have dramatically plummeted, which may even lead to a worldwide panic. Normally, it takes time to brainwash someone, and it was believed impossible to do it in a short amount of time unless you directly stimulate the brain. Both Haneda and Narita airports have cancelled all flights to Europe, resulting in complaints that currently, there are multiple riots in the city of Paris. However, the government still has not declared the situation to be an emergency. This is a high-frequency active auroral research program, aka HAARP, a device that generates a strong electromagnetic wave. Some even say that this is a brainwashing device. An agent I know from the Pentagon reported that HAARPs have been hacked and hijacked. Oof. As you can see, currently in cities like Geneva and Zurich, a strange phenomenon is ongoing where robots are moving around on their own. We just received new information. Huh? It's China. Riots are now occurring in China, with Beijing at the center. We also received news of a transportation crisis and that some robots are also going out of control. After we had the members of the Robotics Club regroup, we heard the news about the crisis starting in China. Everyone is at a loss for words. The damage is spreading a lot faster than we thought. And each event further proves that the conclusion we came to earlier is true. Now it's not just in Europe, it has even reached China. It's a matter of time until the same thing happens in America and Japan. If Kimijima-ko's goal is the human domestication project and achieving singularity, then we have to do something. There should still be a way to stop him, so please, I would like everyone's help. I bow my head deeply in gratitude. I don't know what we can do right now. It might be wrong to involve these young kids. But to stop the situation from getting worse, I think we need to unite against it. Of course, that's why we came too. I don't know what we can do, but If there is something we can help with, please let us know.
次こそ
Let's finally put an end to Kimijimako. I guess, yeah. Why is Frau meowing? Let's do it, Hashira-san.
みんな
Everyone. There's no hesitation in the light of their eyes. To me, that is the light of hope. And these are good kids, right?
ナエタン
I
が
get why you
ほとん
rarely
ど
come back
東
to
京に帰ってこ
Tokyo.
ないのもわかる気がする
Dad always complains to me about it.
この夏
I was right to come to Tanegashima this summer
だってこう
because I was able to
こ
meet
こで
you
君たち
guys.
に会えたんだからさ
Hashira-san, isn't that a little too cheesy?
たまにはいいし
Sometimes it's okay, right? Yeah, amazing. I'm getting pumped. Nakitan gives a big thumbs up as Yashio-kyun smiles.
よし
Alright, starting now. I've commenced the new Kimijimiko countermeasure meeting. Everyone, help me out.
協力してくれ
Roger.
問題
The
は
problem is where
奴
could
がどこに
Kimijiko...
潜んでいるかだ
I think I butchered his name. The problem is where could Kimijimiko be hiding?
何よりもま
It's
ず
our first
それがわから
priority.
ないことに
If we
は
don't know that, we can't accomplish anything. Where Kimijimako is hiding. Where is he? Oh, where is he? The reason I came back to Tanegashima was because this island was one of the access points for when the German supercomputers were hacked. I'll close and reopen the game. The model's just struggling, just a smidgen. What do you mean encountered a serious problem? I just closed it normally. Whatever. Where is it? There it is. There isn't a chance that he's back in Tanegashima, right?
考えられなくはない
It's a possibility,
可能
but I
性
think
は
the
低い
chance of that is low. The one that arrived at the festival was a decoy. Honestly, I find it hard to believe he'd follow the same pattern twice.
とにかく
In any case,
スパコンから
I'm
の
gonna
足
try to
取りを
trace him
た
from
ど
the
れるかどうか
supercomputer
試
if
して
I
みる
can.
できるんですか
Can you?
やってみないとわから
Won't
ない
know until I try. There are dozens of wizard hackers around the world trying right now, but there's not one person who has been successful. Still, this is the only clue we have right now. I open up the laptop I brought and start working.
直近でハッキングされた
TH2 in China is the most recent computer to be hacked.
オーケー
Okie dokie. If China got hit, then it's only a matter of time until he gets his hands on the supercomputer in Japan. Hey, can you really hack on a laptop like that?
この
This PC might look the same as a normal one, but specs-wise, it's pretty souped up.
かなりマシマシになってるから
The internet's the only thing I'd be worried about, but after checking, it appears like it gets a decent speed, so it should be fine. If he does reach Japan, the infrastructure crisis starts here, then we really would be doomed. Before that, we need to discover his location. I wonder how much time has passed since I've been staring at the screen. I came prepared, but this is quite difficult. But if I can just grab on the tip of the tail. Just a little bit more. A little bit. Damn it! I pound my fist on the table and put my head down next to it. It didn't work. I nod with my head still down. Damn it, I was so close. Right as I'm about to grab the tail, it slithers away. Feels like he's just taunting us for making a move. Well, he probably actually is taunting us.
Let's drink something and calm down. You like cola, right, Hachida-san?
Thank you. My irritation vanishes thanks to Aiditan's thoughtfulness. I downed the cola real fast. Not enough liquids and sugar. Yoshio-kun and Aiditan are both drinking fruit sour melon. Is there more of that? May I have one? I almost asked to finish Aiditan's drink, but stopped myself.
Here you go.
Aiditan gives me a fresh fruit sour melon, and I down it fast again. It's good, but I don't feel fully satisfied. Huh? Having calmed down, I finally noticed something. Some of the members are missing. Akitan, Suburi-kyun, and Juntan are gone. Nah, the three of them said that they'd be leaving for a bit. I think they have stuff to take care of back home. I see you. I was so focused that I must have not noticed at all. This is an emergency, true, but family is also important. No, because it's an emergency. I open up a photo from my image folder on my Pokécom.
Is that your child, Hachida-san?
That's right! Just cute.
Wow, Suzu-chan is pretty big now.
Right? Come visit next time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Next time, huh? If the situation gets worse, there may not be a next time. Alright, let's get back to work. I sit in front of the PC again. And my hands freeze. Getting back to it is good, but returning to the same thing would be a waste of time. That could be true, but are there any other ways to approach it? Is there something besides the supercomputers that hints where Kimijima-ko is hiding? I wonder, why did all the robots go out of control in the first place? To cause confusion? Then what about the robots on this island? What? If you think about it, the rest of the incidents are happening in major cities all around the world. So why are the robots in Tanegashima also going out of control? Is there... Because Kimijima-ko had an active exploit here on Tanegashima too? Is that really the only reason? Is there a bigger meaning behind it? Yeah, perhaps there's a big meaning behind it. I remember the overseas robots I saw earlier were moving freely in their own cities. But the robots here in Tanegashima are different. After all going the same direction like the Pied Piper of Hamelin, they suddenly stopped. Why is that? The road all the robots are currently stopped on is the Prefectural Road 75, right? Where do you end up at if you continue on that road? Tanegashima Space Center? No. If you're gonna head there, it's faster to go south on Route 58. It's the only national road on this island, so it's pretty wide too.
It leads toward Matatate no Iwaya, then a golf course beyond that. And if you go further south, you arrive at Masuda.
Masuda?
Ah, could it be the Space Communication Station?
Space Communication Station?
There's a communication station in Masuda. It's a facility that exchanges data with satellites and rockets.
A facility to communicate with space. That's it! What do you mean? Deets, please. Kimijima-ko might not exist on Earth. You mean how he's already dead? Not that. You look up at the sky outside the glass door and speak. He may be in space. September 3rd, 2020, 9 p.m. Yesterday on the 2nd, the robots that suddenly sprung to life stopped just short of the cash bridge on Route 75. The nights on Tanegashima are dark. There are streetlights in city and residential areas near the national roads, but the darkness lurks just one street away. On nights with no moonlight, it's so dark you can't see a single meter away. In that darkness, the robots, ranging from small to large, blocked only by the barricade, look like a robotic graveyard. Bleh. Man, they really aren't moving at all. Not letting your guard down. Never know when they'll start moving. There it is. Along the road to Tanegashima, there are many charge stations for public use. Along the inside of the road is set a non-contact charge panel for electrical cars and robots. And that's where Mitsuhiko and the others currently wait. In other words, the robots are recharging right now. During that time, working with the police, Mitsuhiko and the others set up a barricade. It may appear that if there's enough time for this, there will be time to destroy the charging facility, but if they move any closer, they risk being attacked. They cannot afford to take the chance. I'm gonna get closer and take a look. However, at that moment, one of the young men loses his patience and slowly starts to walk that way. Hey, be careful! The young man gets about 10 meters away from the robots. Not that moment. Okay, we're seeing both of Mitsuhiko's eyes. Nope. Nobody, nope. Man, it's the last phase. Like the previous phase, the models behaved pretty well, so I was hopeful. That's what I get for being hopeful. Man. Back, here we go. Not that moment. Yeah. With high and low pitch machine sounds, the light emitting diodes on all the robots react at the same time. Holy cow. Mitsuhiko has some carelessness in him too. He knew that other young men have tried to get closer multiple times. But each time, the sensors on the robots noticed them nearing, and they would prepare to retaliate. So this time it would be over too soon, or so he thought. However... What? This time, it doesn't appear that the robots will stop. Rather, they start moving crazily, as if they'd never moved before. Does this mean they're done charging? The scene looks like a riot. The robots all move to gather near the barricade. They're going to break it down! There's some giant robots used for factories and farming. If those all rush forward, it's only a matter of time until they get through the quickly constructed barricade. Damn it! What do we do? Stop them by any means? Just bring over the heavy machines! In the end, they had 3 heavy machines with power shovels on standby. They used them to block the road and hold out for now. But how long could that last? Mitsuhiko's eyes follow one of the rather bigger robots. A giant bipedal robot. Mitsuhiko recognizes it too. The name is Speed Stack or something. It was attracting a lot of attention at the festival too. One of those which was also displayed at the expo venue in Odaiba. It was trying to break through the barricade using clever movements he'd never seen before. And then... No good. It's down. They're through. The barricade collapsed. With Steed Stag on the front, the robots resumed their march. The others make their stand in the middle of the road, revving the engines of their heavy machines. Bring it on! However, in front of the Speed Stag, where the heavy machines are useless. Even the heavy machines are useless. Words reading. Uh-huh. Are you serious? The Speed Stag bangs through the heavy machines, moving at blinding speeds. They fall like dominoes. There's nothing they can do. No one expected they would break through that easily. Whether it's being managed by AI or something else, the heavy machines proved no match for the Speed Stag. This sucks. I guess we have to rely on them once again. Mitsuhiko takes out his Pokécom. I'm counting on you. CT Robotics Club. Oh, come on. At least the balls weren't freaking that bad. Maybe they'll calm down. Maybe? I mean, Iris is fine-ish. Yoshio, Kyun, and Aritan look confused as I say that Kimiji Miko is in space.
What do you mean he's in space?
I think is it a satellite or something? A satellite? Naita, how many satellites are currently in space?
There's believed to be about 8,000 of them.
8,000? That's bad news. If Kimiji Miko is inside one of them, it would take forever just to find him. If you could just narrow it down. His most likely option is the Russian military weather satellite. Huh? How do you know? Sawada Kyun shows his Pokécom screen. It displays an overseas news site.
Old Russian military satellite out of control.
It looks like an old Russian military weather satellite went out of control shortly before this incident happened. Seems like an article from America. I look at the timestamp. The article was posted on September 1st. I see. A military weather satellite, huh? In urban legends, they're said to be used for weather warfare. Sounds like there's a high chance that's it. Thank you, Sawada-kyun. I can always count on you. So from that military weather satellite, Kimijima-ko is hacking the supercomputers on land, putting the world into a crisis. Yep, that's the implication, Kaido. Good job, buddy. To that end, the space communication centers are used as windows.
I can't believe I didn't even think of that.
As Naiton spoke with such bitterness, Yoshio-kyun's Pokécom loudly rings. It's from Michi. Yoshio-kyun hurriedly connects the call. Hello, Michi? We're in trouble, Yoshio. The robots broke through the barricade. Which way are the robots heading? They went south, on Route 75 heading along the coast. South on Route 75.
They're heading to Masada.
Our predictions were correct.
I'll contact Masada.
Naiton takes out her Pokécom and calls them. They answer right away.
Hello, this is Tanochi. Is this Chief Sakuragi? How's the situation over there? How's the situation over there? What? The system is down? Yes. Yes. Most of the machines aren't working.
Oof. Seems like the problem is already underway. Let's leave handling that situation to Naiton. No, everyone is gathered up. Mr. Candy arrives in a rather rushed manner. Did you hear that the robots have started to move again? Yes, we just received a call from Michi. What's up with that? The robots in Nakatani and Shimama Harbor have gone out of control. All of them together are moving toward the north. Even the robots that were secured on the southern side of the island have started to move. And they're heading north, which means there's a very high chance that they are heading to Masada. Now it's clear that Kimijima-ko is making a move. I wonder what the robots will do at Masada. Destroy the communication center? No, I'm pretty sure that, out of all the space communication centers, Kimijima-ko is using Masada as a hotline to Earth, so he won't destroy it. There are probably multiple requirements, but the first step was having plenty of robots to control at this moment. And since it's a remote island, it's difficult to dispatch help. Perhaps he chose Tanegashima for either one of those reasons. Maybe he caused an incident during the gun festival to aid in the timing. Everyone felt safe after the incident came to an end. That was his strategy. Or it was just to ridicule the people of Tanegashima who'd humiliated him. Regardless, he won't destroy the place. Then, what exactly is he trying to do? Dates, please. Well, that's new. A model popped in and the model stabilized. I'll take it though. Hijack the communications center. That's the only possibility. Naiton is still talking to the chief of Masada. It might be better to evacuate the workers of Masada right away. The system is down. Isn't restoring it the main priority? Right now. Kimijima-ko will be using it however he wants. But if the robots coming from the north and south unite, they won't be able to even go outside. Even with that said, it's still the only place we could access Kimijima-ko. What if there are victims because they didn't evacuate? And you're saying that the robots are going to kill people. The odds are in zero for that happening. There were no deaths by robots during last year's incident in Tokyo. Well, that's true, but... Sawada Kyun's the type who tends to stay cold-hearted. He's experienced a lot more. Still, I can't tell them to risk their lives to protect the place. Maybe I just don't have the courage to tell them. Currently, there is no way to take the place back if it were hijacked by robots. If the human domestication project is executed, there will only be more victims. Sawada Kyun is right. But even if the system is restored, there's no guarantee that we could get control back for Kimijima-ko.
Hello? Chief. Wait, Chief Sakuragi.
Naitan raises her voice at the person she's talking to over her Pokécom. What happened?
He hung up. They reported that the robots were heading their way, but then... He said he and one other technician will stay behind to get the system back up. The other workers are now evacuating.
Maybe because of what happened with TNSC half a year ago, the chief won't let him get away with whatever he wishes this time around.
I'm going to Masuda.
Calm down. You cannot do anything if you go by yourself right now.
But...
And there's a chance that the two of them can remain hidden inside the building, allowing us to hope for the system to come back on. We have to believe in them. Naita, we need to save them both, no matter what.
yes.
I clap my hands to gain everyone's attention. Okay, now, let's think of what we should do. That's where we start. Yeah, it'll be okay. If we all work together, I'm sure we can do it. Nishikyu nods right away. With those strong words, it feels as though the whole room lightens up. Alright. We think that Kimijima-ko's goal is to achieve singularity in this chaos. Everyone nods. And maybe before that, or maybe at the same time, he'll execute the human domestication project as well. An AI that reaches singularity transcends humanity, which means there will be no way for us humans to stop him. Since he is still causing chaos everywhere, he hasn't reached singularity yet. There's only one thing we should do. Stop Kimijima-ko from reaching singularity. Nothing else matters. The problem is how. If he is in a military weather satellite, there's only one way for us to access it, and that's from the facility in Masuda. We could think about how to get past the robots later, but... even if we reach him through the communication center, there's also the problem of how to defeat Kimijima-ko. Can you physically destroy the military weather satellite? For example, change the route of another satellite that we control to forcefully ram it. Or shoot an ICBM from some country. I'm not sure that's even possible though. Is a physical attack even possible? How about it, Sawada-kyun? Sawada-kyun squints at my simple question. I'm sure he knows someone he can contact among America's core people.
わかりました。
I see. I'll ask around.
ただし確約はで
However,
きませ
I
ん。
cannot promise anything.
橋田
While
さん
I'll
は
look
別
into
の
it,
方法を
please consider another plan.
オキドキ
Okie dokie. So Wada-kyun quietly leaves. I trust him to handle it. What else could we do? How about another antivirus, like last time?
あの男に
Knowing that guy, I doubt the same plan would work twice.
今にも
This is an opponent about to hit singularity. We should approach this assuming that regular restraining programs won't work this time. Though having it ready would be wise. I mean, I was the one who made the antivirus anyway. Still, we need a stronger idea to stop Kimijima-ko. Suddenly, an idea hits me, but no way. Would it even be possible to do? In the end, we couldn't figure out a solid plan despite our best efforts. Maybe he's always one step ahead of us. The thought goes through my mind. Of course, I could just be overthinking things, and it might actually work depending on how we do it. If we tried multiple approaches, there's a chance one of them might work. However, there's no room for failure. We only have one chance. This guy's always causing problems for everyone else. Yep. I feel like you missed a lot, Peachy. I don't remember when you last said something. Here in the Piccadilly Circus, London, most store windows have been broken and items are being taken. And while we were figuring out, the situation keeps getting worse. You've been in and out. You're keeping up. Okay. Due to rioters believing the blame falls on robots for the whole incident, many robots have been destroyed. The impatience from time slipping away is getting to us.
Besides the two who stayed behind, Mazda has finished evacuating all the workers.
そっか
I see.
However, some robots are already inside the premises of the communication center. It's just a matter of time until it's hijacked. Hashida-san, take a look at this.
Miss Inamiya Misaki shows me her Pokecom screen. What's happening now? It displays an overseas news program. I don't understand what's being said as the newscaster is speaking fast in English. However, I recognize the facilities shown at the back. It shows crosses connect to over a vast expanse of land. Yeah. America's Millstone Hill Radio Observatory and Plightfell blah 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 Atmospheric Observatory. Russia's Surafak facility. India's National MST Radar facility. What Miss Misaki recites is like a spell are Peru's Chikamarka Radio Observatory. Australia's Jindali Operational Radar Network. China's Research Institute of Radio Wave Propagation. Wow, could this be? Mizane, what is it?
ハープだ
Harps. It's where the harps are located. HARP, High Frequency Active Aurora Research Program. A facility found all over the world for the purpose of observing aurora activity. However, due to its characteristic of generating electromagnetic waves, some claim that they are used for weather warfare. HARPs located all over the world were altogether hijacked, at least 20 facilities. 20 facilities. Seriously, you took over the harps too? This is really terrible. Not just harps. There's info that Titan and Sequoia, supercomputers in America, have also been hacked, and seems like Japan's K too. His hands have now reached America and Japan. This also means Kimiji Mako is now really on the move. This is all hearsay, but so far only some leaders are believed to be the targets of brainwashing. However now, HARP-related facilities all over the world are in his hands. If he achieves singularity, it's beyond certain that the electromagnetic waves will be generated across the world to brainwash people. When that happens, all that's left for us is a world not controlled by the ruling class, but by Kimiji Mako, an AI that surpassed humanity.
Look at this.
All forms of public transportation have been suspended. There is major chaos at Shinjuku Station, and things are quickly becoming dangerous. Currently there are no plans to resume. Also, fear has spread that many people will be unable to get home due to the lines at bus and taxi stations. At the supermarkets near the capital, not just drinking water and portable gas tanks, but food also appears to be sold out, causing many to voice their worries aloud. However, the government has remained silent throughout this crisis. I frantically checked Twipo. Crisis in Germany has not died down. This can't be good. I've been told to stay inside my hotel since yesterday, but I have nothing to do. Everything outside looks like a crisis. Germany is done for real. There was no need to search. I live in Berlin and goods distribution is completely down. Because of that, people are buying up the markets and goods are running low. If this continues, it's gonna get very dangerous here. Everyone everywhere is talking about it. Compared to the cities in Japan, European cities used to be surrounded by walls, so not only people and things concentrate within an area. That's why it's such a problem when something like this happens. The crisis that was mainly happening in Europe has finally appeared in Japan. Give them a call. Huh? You're worried about your wife and kid, right? Thank you. Yes. Yes. Try to stay inside as much as you can. Yes. We are good over here. Thank you. I hang up the phone and take a breath of relief.
How are they?
Fine. They're good for now. Okay. I'm glad. My wife was ready for this to happen because I had a chance to talk to her before coming here. Of course, even if that's the case, I don't feel easy about it. The stores are being ransacked. There's smoke coming from all over the city. Checking the TV reveals that riots are happening in some parts of America. It looks like the people of Japan are still keeping their cool, but you can't guarantee it won't soon look like America.
Huh?
What? Suddenly, the video playing on the screen turns black. And then... What is this? We love an ominous countdown. It's a countdown. We understood what it meant right away. It's the time we have left. At 9, 12 hours from now, it's when the counter hits 0. That is at midnight in GMT. And then, when that count is 0, he will achieve singularity and... We stand there at a loss for words after the countdown suddenly started. I'm sure people all over the world are in more of a panic. Hashida-san. Sawada-kyun returns. Right now, the only hope we have is Sawada-kyun. But he looks pretty desperate. How did it go? Sawada-kyun slowly shakes his head to the left and right at my question. I'm no good. As I expected, the leadership in every country is disorganized, in no condition to communicate. I see. So now the plan to physically destroy the military weather satellite is gone. Even on TV, they said there's a chance that the upper levels of each country have been brainwashed. Perhaps Kimiji Mako thought of this and made a move first. The real Kimijimiko won't be so easy as I expected. Now, the only thing left is the plan I thought of earlier. But will it even work? In a situation like this? In a situation like this, what would Okurin do? A Pokecom's ringtone. Right now? Knew it. I knew it was gonna be Okurin. It's from Okurin!
What?
My favorite right arm. The reception here is not great, so I'll message you via chat instead. I did some research on this Kimijimako you mentioned yesterday. With that in mind, here's what we know. This incident is definitely caused by Kimijimako. Most likely he is trying to achieve singularity as an AI. Okurin and the others came to the same conclusion as we did.
What did Uncle Okurin say?
Okurin agrees that Kimijimako has done all of this to achieve singularity. Considering what's going on right now, it won't be easy to take him down. In fact, if you were to stand against him, there's only one way it will work. If you were going to stand against him, that is the only way it will work. You already know what it is. Have no fear. You're probably correct because you're the super haka I trust the most. And you have your own crew, a strong crew, the lab members. And the new friends you have around you as well. Do what only you can do. We will gladly lend our help. My favorite right arm, Hashida Itaru. You can do it. Seriously, nice Chunibyo, bro. Everyone is looking at me. I see a quiet fire burning in their eyes. Just as Okurin said, I have my friends. And the lab members I can rely on, if they lend me their strength. I don't really know if this will work, I say, looking at everyone around me. But right now, I believe this is the only way to face Kimijimako. This will be a very dangerous fight, so I can't force you to do it. But even with that said, if I can... Of course. Nishio nods before I even finish speaking. Everyone else nods with him. Seriously. At times like this, you should listen all the way to the end before giving an answer. Alright then. Let me explain my plan. And are we gonna fade out and then find out as it's being acted out? Yep, okay. Got it. Okay, I was right about a fade out. This seems like we will be explaining it. Cool. The plan is simple. First, we create the anti-Kimijimako program, Antares. Then, with select members, we enter the Space Communication Center in Masada and access the military weather satellite that Kimijimako should be in. Lastly, we limit Kimijimako's movement by hitting it with Antares. That's it. It's not the best idea, but for now that's all we got. When you line it up like that, it sounds easy, but to be honest, this is a daunting task. As Yoshio-kun says, the difficulty level is as high as Mount Everest. Will we be able to finish creating Antares, the anti-Kimijimako program, in the little time we have left? And on top of that, how will we get through the barricade of robots through to the Masada facility? Even if we got in safely, if the system isn't back up, there's nothing we can do. What's more, even if the system is usable, we only have one chance. Due to the characteristics of the plan, we only have a small window. First, regarding the anti-Kimijimako program Antares, I have to ask Frau Tan to make it.
I guess, yeah.
Why do you keep meowing, Frau? But AIs are outside of my expertise. For that, I'll have you work with an AI specialist. Her name is Miss Hiyaji Maho. She lives in America. Maho mention. It looks like I gotta do this. I'll handle the hacking needed to reach Kimijima Ko. The problem is how to get close to Masuda, but I'm sure the entire entrance area around the Space Communications Center is blocked by robots. Most of the robots on the island are in his hands, an extreme number of them to boot. All we have on our end are trucks and heavy machinery. But we already know those are no match since the barricade was destroyed. We could force our way through using dozens of heavy machinery units, but there's a chance that the drivers may be severely injured. There's no way I can ask anyone to do that.
I volunteer.
No, I can't let you do something so dangerous.
But there are no other options. There is a way.
Somebody speaks as the entrance door opens. I turn to see Nakitan, Subari-kyun, Juntan. Nakitan, what way is there?
We just need to confront the robots to open a way into the facility in Masuda, right? Eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a robot for a robot.
What are you saying? Most of the robots on the island are...
That's not true. The robots under Kimijima Ko's control are only those which can be accessed online.
Those that aren't online cannot be controlled. And I got it. Super Gumbill 1! I see. She's right. Super Gumbill 1 was created by the CT Robotics Club over generations. Are they just... Okay, if they have to have internet connection, couldn't they just... I don't know, disconnect them? Just throwing that out there. It doesn't have super high-spec functions such as the online connection, so it can't be controlled by Kimijima Ko. I think I skipped a line. Oopsie. I see, she's right. Super... Yeah, okay, whatever. Even with that said, will one be enough? He's right. Awaiting us are multiple robots of all sizes. Jammers would probably be helpful. Yeah, like just jam them. Like if they need an internet connection, turn off the internet, dude. To use just one unit to take all of them on, that actually would involve an immense amount of danger. Maybe if we had one more. You do.
We have one other robot we could use. The Kaminagi.
Ah, that too. Kaminagi? What's that? Not the Sumeragi? I'm confused, so Akitan explains it to me. Kaminagi is a boardable hug. It allows the pilot to control the Sumeragi by boarding it. Compared to the many-legged Sumeragi, the Kaminagi only has 2 legs and is about 5 meters tall. That one CG that I saw of Akiho and Isaki is suddenly making a lot more sense now, even though we haven't gotten to it yet. It looks like a huge spider with 2 human legs coming out of its stomach. After it was explained, I remember all about it. The Robotics Club battle half a year ago. I was watching it live at that time. After defeating the Sumeragi, a bipedal robot appeared. I heard that it had been taken to the mainland by the police. Besides, the Kaminagi was broken pretty badly.
A pilotless Kaminagi was in the Sumeragi we fought 3 days ago. We will use it.
Since it's on a remote island, it couldn't be easily transferred to the mainland. I guess this time that worked in our favor. It doesn't have online connection? Correct. Seems like the communication function was destroyed from the previous battle. Due to that, it is safe from Kimijima Ko's control. They did this much research while we were talking. They're the former and current presidents of the Robotics Club for a reason, including Juntan. They're all amazing. But Super Gumbill 1 and Kaminagi are both damaged. Can they even move? Regarding that, don't worry about it. The men of the island arrive behind Aki-tan. Doc, Dad. Nakiho contacted me. Super Combo 1 and Kaminagi should both be arriving at the old airport in Nakatane.
I figured we might need them. Especially since we did experience something like this half a year ago.
I see. Thanks to their experience, they prepared quickly. Subaru has already helped Subaru has already handled Super Gunbuild 1. It's basically ready to go. I also got a new pile bunker ready as well. More like a spare had laying around a while back. And the problem is the Kaminagi. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about the Kaminagi on our own. Sawada-san, would you please lend me your hand in repairing the Kaminagi? Yes, of course. Yeah! Engineer and tech. Voices full of motivation rose from the men gathered around, and our feelings rose with them. Nice work, Aki-chan, Subaru-kun, and Jin-chan too. Working secretly. I could have said something about it, you know.
I mean, well... we thought we had to do whatever we could right now.
Too many cooks spoil the broth. Everyone needs to focus on what's to come. We decided to move forward on our own to avoid bothering others. Nakitan and Subaru-kun I expected, but even Jin-tan, who I thought was unreliable, wow, has a strong look in her eye no one would recognize from before. Hashida-san, looks like we have a plan. Let's use Super Gun Build 1 and Kaminagi to break in. Yes, understood. I'll pilot Super Gun Build 1 for the Kaminagi. Will you be able to control it, Misane? I have grown tired of hospital life. Besides, I can't just quietly watch at a time like this. And I'm the only person on the island who can control Kaminagi. Wait. Nagitan raises her voice and steps toward her older sister.
I will pilot Kaminagi.
Okay. What?
I'm going to be the pilot for Kaminagi. I'm going to fight along with Kai.
Damn, she shook them so hard their model started behaving. Changing pilots shouldn't be a problem. It automatically adjusts to fit the height and body shape of the pilot. That's convenient. There's more to it than just getting in, though. It's not like anyone can control Kaminagi. Intense, high-level training is required, along with a great deal of time. It's not possible for you, Aki. I won't know until I try. I know, you're putting on a calm face, but your wounds from half a year ago haven't healed, right? Your body's not ready to pilot again. Am I right? Cornered. Plus, Kai, you said you'd always be by my side, right? The same goes for me. I'm done watching from the sidelines while you fight. I can't handle just cheering and rooting for you. Please, let me fight. I understand Aki-tan's feelings. However, given the situation we're in, I think we need Miss Misaki. Hey, Aki-tan. We don't even have 12 hours left. There's no time even to sleep. Can you do it? Can you do it, Aki?
I can.
Akitan's eyes shine bright despite how cold Miss Misaki's voice sounds. And the burden on the body is a lot tougher than you think. Are you still going to do it?
Yes. I'm going to do it. I'll fight with Kai, by his side.
Suddenly, Miss Misaki turns on her heels.
And pick sis.
Follow me.
Yes.
To be clear, I won't go easy on you.
I know.
Are you okay with this?
知ってるでしょ
Don't you know? You can't stop Aki-chan when she's like this.
確かに
And that's true.
それに
And plus,
隣で戦
I
い
feel the same way about fighting alongside each other. Cute. The collective sigh. What?
Just surprised you say things like that now. Good job, big brother.
Normies just die.
はいはい
Okay, okay. We should start getting ready too. Yeah. The air around was just full of despair, but now it's filled with hopefulness. That's what it is to be young. No, wait. Is this the power of the CT? This is the power of the CT Robotics Club. I can read.
さて
Alright then. I should go help out too.
俺も手伝いよ
No, wait a sec. I have one more extremely important mission for you, Yashio-kyun.
任務
Mission? Other than controlling Super Gunbill 1?
そういうこと
That's right. Something only
これ
you
は
can
ヤシオ
do.
キュンにしかできないことなんだよね
俺にしか
Only me? Hmm. The program game.exe has encountered a serious problem and needs to close. God fucking damn it. I remember when I last saved. Why? Why does life be like this, man? I didn't ask for these lemons. F and fucking D, dude. Man. I literally didn't ask for this. Good to know to be a little more save heavy, I guess. It's like, oh, this is going so well. Blah, 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 blah. That's not what I wanted. I didn't want to go back this far. Save me. Thank you. God fucking damn it, that was a while ago. This button? No. This button. I'll have to use the Akiho CGs as a point of reference, yeah.
Aki-chan
乗る分にはあくまでも
神なぎの操縦秋には無 もう貝がだから残さできるの？あ、できる。体への負担。やる。うちはやる。貝と一緒に貝の。お姉ちゃん、ついてきなさい。言っておくけど。分かってる。
いいんですか？
知ってるでしょ。
確かに。
それに
I'm gonna do a cute little save here just in case it has something to do with, like, loading.
Hi, hi.
さてと、
あ、ちょい待つ。
任務
そういうこと。
俺にしか。
Okay, it had to have something to do with the transition there. But since I did that save, I can just force skip through it and then we can load, probably, or at least look at the log. Actually, no, we can't load because normally it would be like, oh, here's the calendar. I can take a look at it anyways. There might be a little autosave there, but... I won't share the screen until I break it through because it might take more than one attempt, as we've seen before, and I don't feel like pressing my luck. In the meantime, how's everyone doing? You guys looking forward to seeing how this phase wraps up? I want to say we're probably about halfway through the phase. Maybe. Aha. Perfect. There are over 200 robots gathered at around the communication... Wow, I fucked up reading. There are over 200 robots gathered up around the communication center. I'm not sharing the screen. Oopsie. That was how I fucked up not fucking up reading the line. Okay. Yeah. There are over 200 robots gathered up and around the communication center. There you go. Now you guys are included with that line. Most of them are human size. The core objective of our operation is to create a way to gain access to the Masada facility. All that's needed is to push through the interference caused by robots through brute force. So for that, let's mainly make the bottom half stronger. We should reinforce the leg armor. Rather than attaching a metal plate, attaching a cow catcher will go faster. I see. Well, let's go with that, but... The problem is that we also need some mobility when going against the smaller robots. Pushing them away will only trip them at most. They can stand right up and come at us again. That's a problem. If the armor gets any thicker, the footwork will be affected. How about adding gears? Gears. Yes, by shifting gears, we can adjust for either torque or speed. I see. Speed for the smaller ones, and then we power through the bigger ones whenever we encounter them. Yes, even 2 gears should suffice, I think. I'm sure you understand, but that's quite a modification. I wouldn't ask for something like this if I wasn't talking to you guys. Ha! This guy. Now you're sounding more like the president of the Robotics Club. I guess we can't say no after that, right? Mechanical engineer, yeah! Chief, this part is... Looks like the motor area is heating up more than expected. If this keeps up, it may affect other areas too. Let's use a thermal blanket for that. Are you sure? The weight increases beyond this. It will diminish the Kaminagi's mobility. The job assigned to Kaminagi is to disrupt the enemy and escort Hashida-san's group to the facility. No, so, based off the blueprints, there's no room for additional weight to be added to the body. The body should hold with just the thermal blankets. And that should be fine, right? Huh? Yes. Chief! What happened?
What's up?
No, I'm just surprised how on point his advice was. He is part of JAXA after all.
Yes, and he is Akiho-chan and Misaki-san's father.
What's in their blood, I see. I unfortunately really have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna do a cute little save just in case things go fucky-wucky. I'll give you guys this little cute thing to look at. I'll be right back. Okay, I return. Hopefully I wasn't gone for too long. I wasn't really keeping track of how long I was away for. But I'm back. Let's get back to this, shall we?
Rice is ready over here.
Thank you, Marvel.
Then Airi-san, can you help me make onigiri? Yes. Are you okay? I'm not sleepy. You can take a nap if you need to. I'm good. Plus, I don't want to be the only one sleeping at a time like this. Besides, you're home. Isn't it near Masuda? Is your family okay? Yeah. My dad and brother's already evacuated. Good. I'm glad. I'm threatened to take back Masuda by themselves, and it took a lot of to persuade them not to. They know karate, but going against robots is too reckless. I hope I can be of some help like the others. What you say, it's true for me too.
Both of them, silence. Nay, the fish is done. Use this as a topic too.
Yes, thank you very much.
Everyone is hungry.
What?
Making rice balls like this, I'm sure it's a great help.
Oh. You're right. Thank you very much.
Besides, so...
Huh?
Since we only have Subaru, the house feels livelier having girls here. Uh-huh.
Oh.
By the way, Daitoku-san, was it?
Yes.
What do you think about, our Subaru? No boy.
Hidaka-kun? He's smart, honest. I think he's a good person.
No, not like that, but...
Oh, is this about when I hurt him? I'm really sorry about that. I'll do anything to compensate for...
No, not like that either. Sorry, never mind. Forget I said anything. I knew Chino wasn't gonna pick it up.
Okay.
No good.
The right and left hands are making the same movement. I know, but...
If you have time for an excuse, concentrate instead. Yeah. What's going on? No, you're back, Michi. Yeah, but rather than that, what are they doing? Training. They cannot train using Kaminagi as it is currently being modified. Sakiho is training using the VR headset as was part of Misaze's regular training. For a robot of the latest technology, this looks very analog. This is the only way. It has to be done in a hurry. As Misane said, Kaminagi is a type of hug. The pilot, or rather whoever wears it, controls it as it reflects their body's motions. It's a master-slave system. With that in mind, the training involves rubber tubes attached to pillars in the hangar. It looks like training from a sports manga, but Misane claims she has the connection between the arms and legs all calculated. Anyway... See? Now all the movement is off. It's not like you can just move differently.
Damn it. Why?
If you can't even do this, then it seems I have to be the one who goes with Kai.
No, I'm going with Kai.
Now put some effort into it. Man. Sonomiya is still the extreme status she's always been. Yeah. You're not gonna say something? If I do, it'd just be a distraction. Plus. No. Look. They seem to be having fun, right? Having fun? Hey, what's wrong? You haven't gone in right at all. You think so? Yeah. They look like they're having lots of fun. Subaru-kun and the members of the Robotics Club should be doing the needed preparation for what's to come. And of course, the same goes for us as well. Ugh, what is up with this person? Such impossible demands, lol. I mean, it's not even possible in this short amount of time, SMH. Even a panda would curl up and roll away. It's not as simple as making something. But that's what's good about it. I agree, Daru. She's been mumbling a lot. I wonder if she's okay. Hey, Frautan. How's your coordination working with Mahotan going? I think it's going okay. You think? At times, she's like, what to what I say? But she really is an AI professional. I guess to Mahotan the same thing. She replied the same way Frautan just did. Thinking about it, shouldn't she just build it? Mahotan is a brain scientist, not a programmer. Plus, if there were any bugs, it'd take time to fix those. So it's better for someone here to make it. Right. Well, I just wanted to say it. No, okay. But plus, I'm a member of the Robotics Club too. Everyone is working hard. When am I going to try hard? Now, that's how I feel. Fucking, how many boxes of Pocky do you have there, Frau? And no flavor variety? Gonna eat that much Pocky and not at least get different flavors? Okay. No. You have feelings like that too, huh? Ugh. I take that back. You didn't hear anything from me, okay, thanks. Frautan says that hurriedly before she returns to clicking away on the keyboard. I can't see because her back is turned, but her face may be red. She's got a cute side I hadn't noticed before. But pardon me, Hashirashi. What are you doing? Her fingers moving, she asked without turning around. She's asking me about the thing I've been working on. It's a little something. I don't know if it'll help, but I thought we might need it to enter the communication center. And Church is asking just to hide her embarrassment and doesn't really care what it is. After her reply, she mumbles, concentrating on the programming. You'll look at the time. It is already past 4 in the morning. Less than 5 hours until Kibichibako achieves singularity. If it cannot prevent this, the world will be controlled by an existence surpassing human intelligence. To be honest, we should be more worried. But I'm a lot calmer than I thought. That's probably thanks to the Robotics Club's existence. To fulfill their duties, every single one of them is working very hard. With them here, we might actually save the world. If we pool our strength together, we might just make it work. we pull our strength together.
そうだ
Oh yeah!
牛乳を
Hey,
あげるん
don't raise your voice suddenly.
浅瀬
Ah, sus. That's it. I just need to borrow their help. Alright.
こっちは OK
We're all good on our end.
こちらも準備でき
Same
まし
over
たよ
here. At the old Tanegashima airport located in Nakatane, people gather up like another festival is about to start. Wait, who's talking? Okay, it is starting.
Currently, it's September 4th, 2020. Just before just before 7 in the morning. The weather is fair.
Somehow, we got everything prepared.
すみません。
Sorry,
調整
we
に
took
手間
some
取って
time with the
ギリギリになり
adjustments,
ました。
cutting it a bit close.
いや
It's okay. Even if we left earlier, we'd still have to watch the timing of it. It's better than waiting there, surrounded by robots, you know?
そうそう。
Yep, yep.
それに
You probably
その
did some
分バッ
amazing
チリ
work, am I
調整して
right?
くれたんでしょ？
そこに関
I
しては
suppose I can
胸を
probably
張っ
nod
て
at
うなず
that.
けます。
だったらいいじゃ
No,
ない。
that's all good.
じゃ
Alright.
作戦参
Can
加する
everyone
みん
who's
な集まって
participating gather around?
説明
It's
する
time to
よ
start explaining the plan.
あれ、
Huh?
アキちゃんは？
Murasaki-chan. She was nowhere to be found.
少し待って。
Wait a minute.
Ima,
She's
kigai
changing
sasete
right now.
着替え？
Changing? A bit later, Akitan, followed by Jintan and Aritan, appears.
Sorry for the wait.
No, I'm not gonna make the same noises. Fuck that shit.
アキちゃん。
Aki-chan, that's...
Don't stare at me like that. This is pretty embarrassing, you know?
Nagitan in a skin-tight pilot suit.
Don't say skin tight. It's not even like that. The size doesn't even match.
合ってないし。
Is this Is this suit for the Kaminagi? If so, Mr. Miyamisaki was the one who had it ready.
シャキッとしなさい。
Hey, Aki, straighten up.
But
Yes, I seen something glorious this morning. Can I take a picture?
ちょっと写真撮っていい
no.
Hey, Hashida-san. Everyone, let's start the meeting. Boo. Don't you want to look a little longer too, Yashio-kyun? I mean, yeah. That's not the point. Aki-chan's trouble because you guys keep staring at her. Already acting like a boyfriend. So cute. Alright then. This time, I'm really going to explain the plan. By the way, the name of this operation is... no, never mind. Operation Antares. That's its name, but feeling shy, I stopped myself from saying it. Let's continue the explanation. We'll head north on Prefectural Road 75. From there, we'll head east and straight down to Matsuda. We'll be taking 4 cars in total. Half a year ago, they feared getting attacked, so they walked Super Gumball 1 up, but this time, all the robots are stationed at the communication center, and there's no need to worry about an attack. So we'll drive Super Gumball 1 and Kaminagi on trailers to Matsuda. In regards to Super Gumball 1's trailer, Doc will drive and the maintenance group will ride with him. The trailer with Kaminagi on it will be driven by Sawada-kyun with Miss Misaki and Airitan on it. The truck carrying energy transmission for Super Gumball 1 will... Nah, it's not a truck. Name's Thunder Emperor. That's a pro tip. So the truck... Huh? What did he say? Thunder Emperor. The Thunder Emperor will be driven by Michichi. Junta will be in charge of the laser gun mount. As for the car carrying the assault team, Naita will be driving with me and Fautan in it. Also, Subira-kun will solo on a scooter as command for Super Gumball 1 in Kaminagi. Can you handle it? Yes. I anticipate it taking an hour to reach Masada due to the trailer slowing our speed. At 8 o'clock, arrive 100 meters away from the communication center. There, we will prepare to make our way in. The plan should commence at 8:20, allowing us 20 minutes to prepare. In that time, please have Super Gumball 1 and Kaminagi up and prepared. That's more than enough time. Such promising words. There will be 3 break-in teams. First, Team A will be Super Gumball 1 and Thunder Emperor. Since your movement speed is slow, I would like you to act as a frontal breakthrough to open the road. Understood. Team B will be Kaminagi. Utilize its mobility, moving around to lure out the robots.
Got it.
There's a high likelihood you'll have to fight alone, so be careful.
It's what I trained for. I'll be okay.
Nagita nods with a determined look. Masada has 2 entrances, but due to spacing, we'll be breaking through the main gate. There are about 300 to 400 robots gathered up inside the Masada site. Most of them are human-sized robots, but there's one unit that's a problem. The Speed Stag. Its height is taller than Kaminagi. Nakitan, try not to engage with Speed Stag. All you need to do is create space.
Got it.
Team C, the one entering the communication center, will be me and Naitan, along with Daotan and Yashio-kyun. I feel like that information might be in the tips, but I'm purposely ignoring the tips for time saving, so. Team C will enter the facility using the road that Teams A and B create by pushing away the swarm of robots. We'll continue on and head to the first observation bridge where the communication center is located. Yashio-kyun will depart Super Gumball 1 there and join us. After entering the ridge, we will access our target, a military weather satellite, from the control room located on the far end of the second floor. Naitan, I know the 2 people who stayed are working hard on restoring power, but how is that going?
The restoration isn't finished. And there are some robots inside the facility too.
We just have to hope that it'll all be restored by the time we get there. At exactly 9, we will shoot Antares into the target military weather satellite. That is our plan. To stop Kimijimako, we have to fire Antares at exactly 9, and cannot afford a single error. Since the timing is the most important factor, we must have Yashio-kyun with us. The burden on him will be immense. To be honest, there are some hit or miss parts in this plan. But since everything is so rushed, there's nothing we can do about it. And the problem factor is time. If it takes 15 minutes to enter, there will only be 15 minutes left. During that time, you have to infiltrate the computer on the satellite and then shoot Antares into Kimijimako. In any case, there's only 15 to 16 minutes to access and target the military satellite, right Naitan?
Yes. The satellite that Kimijima-ko is believed to be in is situated around a low Earth orbit.
She explains the satellite's orbit around 3 general tracks. The highest one, the stationary orbit, is about 36,000 kilometers high. The lowest orbit is around 1,400 kilometers high. And the middle one between the two, the intermediate orbit.
A satellite that orbits around the low orbit has limited communication due to its altitude. Therefore, you can only access it for a short amount of time. Normally, you'd be able to use multiple communication centers to trade information.
That's probably why there were many access points to supercomputers in Germany. The timing of the access to the military weather satellite from Tanegashima in Russia was the exact same time as when the supercomputer in Germany was accessed from Tanegashima. This is evidence that Kimijima-ko is in the satellite.
The time we can access the satellite from the Space Communication Center in Masada is 8:45 to 9:01. Only 16 minutes.
And when the countdown hits here, we'll be here in Tanegashima. Maybe he's targeting Tanegashima due to having some affiliation with it. Based on the characteristics of Antares, we'll need to be shot exactly at 9. It's an easy time to remember. 15 minutes. Looks very tight. Can you do it?
Of course, right, Uncle Daru?
Who do you think I am? I'm Daru the super hacker. It's a piece of cake. A cheer rises from the people who've helped for half a day for my plan, and Naitan gives me a wink. When a person in charge acts weak, things don't go as they should. Everyone's energy skyrockets. Also, I'm gonna get this out to everyone. I hand a small black device that fits in my palm to Yashio-kyun and the Robotics Club members. And what's this? An EMP device.
EMP? What's that?
A device that generates an electromagnetic pulse. It can damage things like semiconductors and electronic circuits to make them malfunction. By pressing here and throwing it, we'll shoot out an EMP pulse with a radius of 1 meter. It will be able to stop robots for a few seconds.
In a few seconds.
From the size of the device, I think it'll only restart the OS. Due to the recent solar storm, most of the robots have countermeasures for electromagnetic waves. But better than not having it. When did you have time to make these? During last night. It sounds complicated, but they're actually not that hard to make. With the necessary materials, it takes about 30 minutes to make one. While everyone was looking at the devices with curiosity in their eyes, one person who hadn't received one spoke up.
Never mind me, but why not give Frau Bo one?
Like I said, they affect semiconductors and electronic circuits. So it would break our PCs. You were making such dangerous things inside my room? Ah, she noticed. That would be the case. You really pissed me off. I didn't try to turn them on inside the room, so it's okay. Not to mention there were no problems.
Hey, everyone, let's do our usual.
Nakitan throws out her hand. No, we can't really huddle up, but... Matching her, everyone there throws in their right hand.
Kai.
Yeah.
Hashida-san.
Yup.
Everyone.
Blast of Spirit. Cute. Everyone heads to where they need to be, full of motivation. It's almost time. I'm gonna save just in fucking case. Yeah. Alright then. Well, Yashikyun, let's get ready. Hashira-san, Kai, can I have a moment before we leave? What? Misone. We arrive at the 100-meter point before the bus to the tracking and communication station with no issue. The men of the maintenance group start standing Super Gumbill 1 up by using a crane. Okay. The entrance to the Space Communication Center is on the right side from here. From where we are situated, trees block our view and we can't see inside. However, based on the video Nayatan took earlier while scouting the area, the robots have already made a barricade as they stand in front of the gate. Hey Misune, are you good? Am I good about what? The thing. You don't need to tell Aki-chan? Her hands are full with Kaminagi. There's no need to give her more to worry about. Well then, I'm going to check on Aki. You hurry and get ready too. Understood. Yashikyun is probably fine. The problem is Aki-tan, but... Aki, you have steps in your head, right? The steps in your head. Yes. Akiho-san, she looks so nervous. Makes sense. It is her first time piloting it after all. Okay. Boot sequence start. Authentication complete. It's convenient when they speak in English. Energy level, normal. All circuit power transmissions, no issues. Looks fine. Alright then, move it. Lock bolts, release. Release safety lock. Kaminagi, launch. She said lift off. Ooh. While everyone holds their breaths, Kaminagi slowly stands up. It almost loses its balance, but it stays up. Output stable. Auto balancer, normal. So far she passes. Barely. We're going in with no rehearsals, but seems like things will be okay. The main problem is what comes next. The communication center is surrounded by a fence and trees. There are two entrances, the main entrance located on the west side, and a small gate on the north side. But as I expected, the north side gate is guarded by robots and also has a barricade. Looks like we'll have to break through the main entrance as planned. Depending on the situation, I was planning to have either Super Gumbill 1 or Kaminagi enter from the north to attract the enemy before breaking through the main entrance to the west. However, we only have 2 units compared to the number of robots in the site. If we split our forces, the risk of being defeated dramatically increases. Plus, since the north gate is narrow, the risk of being rushed is high, and there's a chance we're stopped at the entrance and it'd be over. When entering from the main entrance, it's basically a straight way to the first observation bridge, where the communication with satellites is handled. It's about 400 meters away. If we have to break through, the main entrance is a much easier way. If only we, Team C, can get inside.
Everyone, please come back safely.
The trailer drivers, maintenance group, and Aiditan won't go in and will remain here instead. She really wanted to come with us, but in the end we had her wait on our return this time around. Super Gumbill 1 is ready to go. How is everyone? All ready?
Yes.
Bene. It's understandable that they're nervous. The fate of humanity depends on if this plan goes well or not. But if you get too nervous, you won't be able to harness your true potential. This is when I should say something stylish.
Give me a sec.
What are you doing, Aki? There's no time to waste.
Your suit is a little too big and it slips easily.
Jeez. I thought you grew a little bit, but you still have the body of a child. Hey, that sort of stuff makes me self-conscious. You two can fight when we're back. Nonsense. After the exchange between the Sen and Mia sisters, the tense atmosphere grows lighter. Miss Misaki sits on the Thunder Emperor's passenger seat. She originally was in a group to stay behind, but that changed last minute. Alright then, let's go save the world. Didn't think a day would come that I spit a very Chinubyo line, but sometimes it's okay. Little Chinubyo as a treat. Super Gumbill 1.
Kaminagi.
Heading out. Let's do this, Super Gumbill 1. As I speak, I input the move forward command that I've grown used to doing. Right away, Super Gumbill 1 takes a step like it's checking its footing. Okay, good boy. The vibration I felt underneath my butt takes me back. Didn't think I would pilot this again. Honestly, I never thought I'd come back to this after the last time. Huh. I think I'm getting a little pumped, despite the situation. Yoshio-senpai, is the monitor functioning well? Yes, it's good. I can see clearly. Way different than last time. I can even see Kaminagi standing parallel to me. Kaminagi just took its first step holding a 5-meter long pole, dubbed Mono Hoshizao by Doc.
This'll work.
Of course it will. We'd be finished if it wouldn't. That's why you were trained by Misane. Regardless, I'm really glad you're able to move it.
Kaminagi is amazing. To think Big Sis controlled it all on her own.
In the beginning, her first few steps were a bit unsteady. But maybe she's got the hang of it. Akiho's Kaminagi looks pretty stable. Of course, part of it is that Exoskeleton Company's technology is amazing. Still, I believe Akiho's effort is a major factor though. Just saying. I mean, at least I think so. We get it, you love her, damn. Aki-chan, do you understand? Yeah, Misane controlled that thing freely, but... right now, at this moment, you're the one tasked with saving the world.
Kai.
I can sense her mentality change through the machine. Just don't be reckless. I know you haven't had an attack recently, but there's a chance you could. Compared to Super Gumbill 1, patrolling Kaminagi should take a higher toll on the body too. If things seem to go bad, get out of the battle right away. Retreating is a tactic too.
I know.
Good. To see how it feels, I move forward, taking one step at a time. As I step closer and closer, many of the robots in the site move, gathering at the front entrance. Hashida-san was right. There's no way he could have done a surprise attack. Distance to the main entrance, 10 meters, 9 meters, 8 meters. Finally, I stop in front of the main entrance, right before the barricade. Beyond it, a few hundred robots are staring at us. It'd be natural to feel fear with this many robots looking at you. But given this unrealistic situation, I was dumb in thinking I'm grateful that these robots don't shoot lasers out of their eyes. I guess I'm starting to sound a bit like Akiho.
Kai, please, as much as you can, try not to break them.
I know. Avoid destroying the robots as much as possible. Akiho begged me before leaving the old airport. There's one thing Akiho wouldn't back off on.
I know I'm being selfish, but it's not their fault.
It's very Akiho of her to say something like that in a situation like this. And of course, no one disagreed. Right, Kimiji Miko is the one we're after. Okay. I get refocused, looking away from the robots. Naga-chan, what is the decision? Go or no go?
Final decision is go.
Roger that. Her words motivate me to push my finger down on the Pokécom. Go. Pile bunker.
It begins. The sound of metal clashing was the cue of the start of the battle. Super Combo 1's pile bunker fires, blowing the barricade away, and with it, I see robots fall like dominoes. I don't want to destroy robots, that is my desire, but it's impossible to avoid harming them. Obviously, some will be broken from getting hit and stepped on. It's an unrealistic desire after all. Even I understand that. But with that said, it hurts me to see robots fall and be destroyed. However, now's not the time to dwell on it.
Okay-chan.
Right, I need to concentrate. Right now, I need to make a way to the first observation ridge. I'm counting on you, Kaminagi. Kaminagi doesn't use FOS, Finger Operating System, but instead a Master-Slave system. It actually functions like a hug. The movement of my arms and legs are all connected to Kaminagi's movement. Even just walking is a major strain on the body. Since it's still a prototype, the burden on the pilot is a lot bigger than what I expected. Vixus endured this all in the midst of that battle half a year ago. Well, so can I. Kaminagi wields the Monohoshi in its hands as a weapon. Tensing my grip, it feels as though I'm actually holding a pole. After confirming the sensation of holding a pole, I step forward with vigor. The area has been cleared by Kai's pile bunker. As I step in, the robots nearby gather around me. None of them are very big. But with this many all around me, even with my love of robots, I start feeling afraid. Sorry. I strike with the Monohoshi Zao as if to blow away the fear. The robots surrounding me are blown away from the impacts. I reaffirm the power of Kaminagi. Kai fought this robot and won. After the robots are blown away, some immediately stand up while others are struggling after having fallen down. But for now, it doesn't look like any of them are broken. Now's not the time to be relieved. Immediately, the next wave comes in.
Be careful, Aki-chan.
Kaminagi is about 5 meters tall. If they reach its legs, I can't deal with them. I have to swing the Monohoshi Zao faster than they can approach while carving a path to the site. My Kaminagi's job is to distract the robots with their mobility. For that, I have to move fast and stay wide to make space for Hashida-san and them to get through. I run straight ahead, blowing away the robots as they come at me. I'm sorry. Those words repeat over and over in my heart.
Senomiya-senpai.
Uh-huh. As I watch Kaminagi rush forward, swinging away with the Monohoshi Zao, I don't notice how my grip tightens on the handle of my scooter. As much as I can, I don't want to destroy the robots. Sonomiya-senpai was the one who said that. Now she's charging forward, blowing robots away. Even though she's being careful, some will certainly break. I wonder how she feels about it. To not waste Sonomiya-senpai's feelings, and for her future, there's no room to fail in this mission. Now, Yashio-senpai, move forward! Super Gumball 1's job is to widen the area that Sonomiya-senpai carves through, and make a path for Hashida-san and them to get through. With Kaminagi distracting the robots, a bit of space was made near the entrance. Gumball 1 moves forward faster than the robots can regroup into a cleared space. Behind it follows Thunder Emperor with Daitoka-senpai. Super Gumball 1 that has mainly modifications around its legs. Yashio-senpai uses the torque mode to blast through the robots with power and changes gears to keep moving forward. Super Gumball 1 looks okay. It was worth doing those rushed modifications. Not that I wasn't confident, but even still I feel relieved to see it's moving fine. Just a little bit more. The robots that were crowded around have been spread out by Kaminagi, and with Gunbuild 1 steadily moving forward, space is being made. We're almost there. If the robots spread out just a little bit more, Hashida-san and the others will get a chance to rush in. And as my eyes search for the right timing, I notice a certain change. Some of the robots knocked away from Super Gunbuild 1's legs changed targets and headed in a different direction. They're targeting the Thunder Emperor as it follows behind Super Gunbuild 1. Since we needed to transfer energy, the bed of the Thunder Emperor is completely defenseless. A construction robot with a large crane arm was heading straight toward it. Watch out! Even though I scream for her, Daitoka-senpai is too focused on the laser beam transmission to Super Gunbuild 1 and doesn't see the robot approach. At that moment, the robot's extended arm is about to reach Daitoka-senpai's back. Damn it.
You got this, Gunbuild-chan. I stare at the back of Super Gumball 1 while I pray. I've never been good with robots. I used to be scared of them. But now, the same me has the task of transferring power to the same robot I did half a year ago. It's a very strange thing, but at the same time, something I'm very proud of. This is all I can do. Even then, it's very important. That's what the members of the Robotics Club taught me. Which is why I'm doing whatever I can to... whatever I can with everything I've got. For our future. I'm counting on you, Gunbuild-chan. Transferring power to Super Gumball 1 from the laser gun mount might look easy at first glance, but continuing to aim at a small parabolic antenna placed on the back of a robot moving around is a lot harder than it appears. Especially after the legs have been modified from Hidaka-kun's suggestion. Now there are more variations of movement for Super Gumball 1. A lot of concentration is needed while on top of a moving truck that doesn't offer the best footing. That's why, at that moment, I didn't notice the imminent threat at all. Huh? I noticed the voice behind me, but when I turn around, the robot arm is already right there. It was so sudden that all I can do is close my eyes. It's over. Just as I have that thought. As I open my eyes to the roaring sound, a driverless scooter speeds toward the robot with its arms stretched out. It slams into the robot with full force. Since his arm was stretched out, the robot that's hit loses balance and topples over. In a state of shock, I barely understand what just happened. Someone catches my eye as they approach the Thunder Emperor. Hidaka-kun jumps into the bed of the truck, climbing up in one fluid motion.
Are you okay, Daitoku-senpai?
Yeah. Was that you, Hidaka-kun?
Yes. I had no choice since you couldn't hear me even as I raised my voice.
I get it. Hidaka-kun ramped his scooter in an effort to save me.
ここは無防備なので
I
危ない
figured
と
it
は思っ
could
て
be
いたんです
dangerous since the area is rather defenseless.
これからここの
So
守り
now
は
I'll
僕が
tighten up
固
our
めるので
defenses here.
大徳
So
先輩
please
は
concentrate on
エネルギー
transferring
供給に
power.
集中してください
ありがとう
Thank you. Before I could finish my words, I noticed something flying toward Hidaka-kun. Hidaka-kun, duck! I activate and toss the EMP device I was given in the blink of an eye. It sails over Hidaka-kun's head and lands near the feet of a few robots approaching us. The lights in their eyes flash off and they stop moving. Looks like they're rebooting. Exactly as you were told would happen. Yippee.
Oh.
No.
ごめんね
Sorry.
大丈
Are you okay?
いえ
Yeah,
助かり
you
ました
saved me.
ありがとうござい
Thank
ま
you
す
very much.
夫
No worries.
お互い
We're
様
in
だ
the
から
same boat. I realize once again that relief can make you feel less tense. I can't relax now. At least not yet. I have to continue transferring power. As I grip the handle of the laser gun mount again and aim at Super Gumbo 1, I sense Hidaka-kun's presence behind me.
大徳先輩の
I
背
will
中は
protect you.
僕が守りますから
And those words sound so very strong and... Us! For some reason, I'm smiling. Even in this situation. No. My heart is full of turmoil as I watch Subaru-san ram his scooter to save Juna-san.
スバルさん
Subaru-san.
ジュナさん
Juna-san. Both of them are fighting with all they've got. No, not just Subaru-san and Juna-san. Big brother, Akiho-san and Sensei-san are too. They're all doing what they can. And while that happens, I can only watch. There has to be something that I can do.
私にできるこ
Something
と
that I can do. Something.
Hey, miss, watch out!
I hear Doc-san's voice behind me as I rush forward. Even so, I don't stop and run to the car where Hashida-san and the others are standing by to rush in. What?
愛梨ちゃん
Airi-chan?
どうした
What happened?
After I open the door, naturally everyone starts speaking in surprise. Determined, I slide into the back seat.
私も
I'm going to.
What?
Demo.
But
Both Hashida-san and Naya-san try to say something, but I don't respond as I close the door. I stand on the back seat and open the sunroof.
の
wait, what?
スバルさんが
Subaru-san's now on the Thunder Emperor, so you need someone to watch the situation from above, right?
必要ですよね
Oh. I may be short, but by standing on the back seat, I have way more vision than someone sitting in the passenger's or driver's seat. I search what I can see. Deep in the left side of the sight, Kaminagi is swinging the Monohoshi-zao. Several dozen meters from the entrance is Super Gumball 1, followed by Thunder Emperor. I see they are still fighting strong. The robots surrounding the entrance start to move back as they're forced away by the movement of those two.
ナイさん
Nai-san, are you ready?
いつでもどうぞ
Anytime. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more and the road will... Now! Roger. As Naya-san steps on the gas, my body is nearly thrown back from the force of it as the car suddenly starts. But right away I feel somebody support my footing. But, Kaz-san...
Good grief.
Thank you very much.
Dude, Ari's tan skin. So warm.
I'm a little creeped out, but this wasn't the time to care about that. The car moves straight toward the observation ridge. Nice, son. Take a right. Right there.
右
right? But the observation ridge is... There's a group of robots in the bushes on the left side. If we don't go to the right, they'll block us. Roger that. Take a left ahead and go around to the back. Let's go to the back side of the building. Understood. The car swerves left and right as it dodges the robot's attacks. Each time, my body almost gets thrown away by centrifugal force. Take a left here. There. Roger. I may get in trouble based on the situation, but I smile, feeling the wind on my upper body. Because the wind and centrifugal force, and the scene before me, all of it makes me feel alive. I just push through this straight ahead. Yes. Let's go. Cute. There we go. Thanks to me and Akiho distracting the robots, finally, a window to break through appears. I was worried if they'd still get the right timing when Subaru hopped on the Thunder Emperor, but looks like I didn't need to worry. The car with Hashida-san and the others is headed toward the first observation ridge at high speed. What's left is... After I push away the robots near the legs, I change gears and increase speed. I have 2 jobs assigned to me. First is distract the enemy with Super Gun Build 1 and make a way to the first observation ridge. And the other is... It's about time to switch, but... Now that there's a way for Hashida-san and the others and them to get in, I have to exit Super Gun Build 1 and join them. Right now, there aren't many robots around Super Gun Build 1. If I'm gonna go, it has to be now. I'm leaving Super Gun Build 1 to my replacement, but... Am I sure I can make this switch? My replacement is... Kai! Knew it. Misaki. Misuna yells to me, leaning her body out from the passenger side of the Thunder Emperor. Now's our only chance! Switch! That's right. After the briefing, Misuna suggested this to me and Hashida-san. You'll pilot Super Gumbill 1? Yes. And if you're joining Hashida-san and them, you need another pilot, right? But your body, Misune. I'll be fine. The Kaminaki would be hard, but if it's Super Gumbill 1, I can pilot it for a bit. But you've never even piloted Super Gumbill 1 before. Kai. Who do you think I am? The creator of the CT Robotics Club and the founder of the Gun Build Project. Do you really think someone like me would be able to stay back in this situation? We did decide back then, but... Is it really okay to leave it to Misune? Can Misune fight to the end of her state? Just give him to me! Seriously. So childish for her age. Roger. I exit the cockpit and move down using the lift. Nah. I high-five Misune where she's waiting. Leaving the rest to you. You can count on me. Misune smiles despite the situation and puts her legs on the lift, heroically going up. Sheesh, is she really going dressed like that? Yashio-senpai, please take the scooter I was using. Got it. I hurriedly stand up the scooter that had fallen near me. I rev the engine. Good, it still works. Alright then, let's have some fun. Stay on me, Michi. Ah, the nightmares from my student days are coming back, damn it. I hurried to the first observation ridge while listening to the weird conversation the adults are having.
As I exit the car, I see Yoshio-senpai approaching on the scooter. I quickly raise my voice. Yeah, Yoshi-senpai, hurry! Okay, Frau. When was the last time I ever raised my voice? Seriously, not like me, lol. But there's something that burns deep in my heart. I know it. Maybe I'm getting pumped, as Press-senpai would say. Maybe this is the real me. Stupid thoughts like that go through my mind. All of this is probably because I didn't sleep yesterday. Sorry, I made you wait. Yoshio-senpai arrives, getting off the scooter.
Big brother. Thank goodness.
What? Airi-chan, why?
I'll explain later. Let's hurry and get inside.
Yeah, right. Before that. He wrestles through his pocket. Kona-chan and Hashida-san step back.
Let's see.
A good luck charm. Yoshio-senpai turns on the EMP operating device and throws it at the robots approaching this. This should stop them for a bit. Hit by the electromagnetic waves, the robots start to reboot. It only lasts a few seconds, but it blocks the way for the robots in the back. Alright, now, let's go. Encouraged by Yoshio-senpai, we step foot into the first observation ridge. On the first floor, there are rockets that were launched in the past and satellite models displayed like a small museum.
The control room is above. Chef Sakuragi and his assistant should be there.
The internal structure was already in my mind. While running down the hallway, Yoshio-senpai asked a question. Hey, I don't fully understand it. Why does the timing matter so much for firing on towers? I decided to explain since Hashidashi is having a hard time running. That's because Antares is a program that uses Kimijima-ko's evolution against him. Uses his evolution against him? If Kimijima-ko achieves singularity, he's invincible. Everything will be useless. Doesn't matter how much we hit him with an antivirus and kill him. We'll just make a copy and come back to life. But the exact moment he achieves singularity, he's still vulnerable. At that moment, if we shoot the virus, it'll keep on getting copied as part of him. Then, each time he comes back to life, he will die again. I see. I think I get it, kinda. Anyway, for Antares to work, it has to be fired at the moment he achieves singularity. That's why we need your power, Yachi-senpai. Kikai? Okay. Well, this is a difficult job. But with the help of Hashidashi's old friend, an AI specialist, I was able to finish it. I am amazing. Yes, you are. So to avoid wasting all your effort, let's pick up our speed. Yeah. Nonetheless, this church is a lot bigger than I thought. Because I was talking while we ran, Because I was talking while we ran, I lost my breath. I stopped my feet to catch my breath before going up the second floor, but no one notices as they all go ahead. I try to raise my voice and stop them, but I'm not very loud and everyone disappears up the stairs. Sudden loneliness. I feel overwhelmed, as though I was just left by myself alone in the entire world. At that moment, I hear a metallic sound, the noise of a motor coming from a corner deeper inside. Oh right, they said there were some robots inside the building too. The sound draws closer and closer. I have to catch up to everyone, even though I think that I'm frozen with fear. And then, things appear at the dim end of the hallway. 2 humanoid robots. I think they're meant for entertaining kids. They They have charming faces. But at this moment, the smiling faces seem very creepy. Don't do it! The cameras installed on their head parts turn and notice me. Don't look! Even in a situation like this, I look stupid as I talk like I usually do. I guess ingrained habits are hard to get rid of. While thinking about such pointless things, the robots continue to approach. I'm scared, but it's just not this. I hug the laptop I'm holding to my chest. I won't give this to you. The robots come toward me. Even so, I'll never get this to you. I crouch in place, holding the laptop and close my eyes. Huh?
Are you okay?
What? I open my eyes to see the robot struggling on the floor. And Nae-sama holding out her hand.
Sorry that we went ahead.
Nae-sama. Nae-sama defeated the robots and protected me. Thank God.
And thank you for protecting that laptop. Good job. Are you okay?
Everyone.
コナちゃん
Kona-chan, are you hurt? Everyone.
先に行っちゃって
Sorry for going ahead. What is this feeling? My vision is blurry. Nope, this too is probably because I didn't sleep.
ほら行こう
Now, let's go. I guess. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a meowing. Got it. I move toward the hand offered to me. When this battle ends. The thought runs through my head that maybe I should exercise more.
I think I messed it up a bit.
Distract as many robots as I can and lure them away from the first observation ridge. That's my job. I can see the car parked on that side near the first observation ridge. That means I have accomplished my duty. But Super Gumball 1 is nowhere to be seen. Originally, Kai should be heading there with Hashira-san and the others. If that's the case, Super Gumball 1 should be there. Maybe he didn't make it because I took too much time? Oh no, that's okay. Gah. I want to go confirm, but right now I have a massive robot in my way. Speed Stack. The large humanoid robot that attracted a lot of attention at the festival. I also saw it before at the Daiba Expo venue. It's taller than Kaminagi. It looks pretty strong too. But the most important thing worth mentioning is its mobility. Like Kaminagi in Super Gumball 1, it's bipedal, but its legs have wheels on them, so it can also drive. Also, its upper half has a mechanism letting it spin around nearly 300 degrees, so anywhere you can move, it can quickly turn and capture you. Gah. As I try to match the enemy approaching me again, I take a step back and realize I've made a major mistake. I was so focused on getting this one's attention that I didn't see that I've been cornered. No. As much as I can, I don't want to destroy the robots. But those were my words, after all. It's not their fault. However, my mentality may have been too soft. My realization of this may have come too late as well. I have to run. But where? There's a building on the right side. Behind me are trees. I can't back up anymore. Huh? No way. Two long arms emerge from Speed Stack's back. What? I didn't hear about that! With two clawed arms that resemble a stag beetle, it's clearly planning to clamp down on me.
if it gets me, that's the end of it. It'll cut me in half. I have to do something. With no way out, there's nothing I can do. Crossing its two arms, the speed stack suddenly moves forward, drawing closer, and then it drops low, putting the wheels on its heels to the ground. It's gonna charge me. With a high-pitched squeal of the tires, the speed stack charges. At that moment, I could only think that it's over. Pile? What? Misaki to the rescue. With a battle cry cutting through the air, appearing before me is... Super Gunbill 1? Kai? You still have more to learn, Aki. Big sis? And the voice is definitely Big Sis's. Why are you in there? We'll talk about it later. Right now, concentrate on the enemy in front of you. I look back to see Speedstack, which had been knocked back by Super Gumbill 1, had fixed its posture. It faces us looking undamaged.
Looks like it absorbed the impact through its legs.
I hear Subaru's voice from where he's riding on Thunder Emperor behind Super Gumbill 1. I have no idea why Subaru's on the Thunder Emperor, but I'll think about it later. Right now, I have to concentrate on the enemy in front of me. Like a wild animal, the Speedstack's legs allow for flexible movement, letting it walk smoothly. The cushioning around the legs acts as suspension, redirecting impacts to the body. It seems like the Speedstack has changed targets to the other robot that suddenly appeared. It charges straight at Super Gumbill 1. Be careful, big sis! As if she's telling me there's no need to worry, Super Gumbill 1 easily dodges the attack from Speedstack. Despite Super Gumbill 1's lack of mobility, she manages to dodge an attack from Speedstack. Big sis, you're amazing! This is. However, the Speedstack right away moves to its next attack. It's another attack that should be no problem for Big Sis to dodge, so I thought. Super Gumbill 1's body heavily tilts with the impact of a clean hit from the Speedstack. Big Sis! She didn't dodge it at all. Why? Big Sis! Man, how did Kai pilot this junk while staying cool? Are you okay? Disappointing. That something like this would. Right. Her body is... With no sympathy, the Speedstack again points its blades at Super Gumbill 1. Not good. My body moves before I think. I throw myself in front of the Speedstack as its long arms aim straight for the cockpit. Taking the impact face first shocks my entire body. I'm fine, big sis. Oh, what about you? Are you okay? Yes. Even though I say that, to be honest, if I took the same attack again, it could be bad. It's probably the same for Big Sis. What do we do? What should... Aki, can you stop that thing's movement? Stop its movement? Would I really be able to do that? Don't tell me you're talking soft about not wanting to break robots. If you let it go, that robot could hurt humans. You're okay with that? I'll try. Right now, I have to do it. There's only one thing left now that I've made my decision. Senemiya Akiho. The battle will be over in an instant. Going in! Because another enemy, Super Gumbill 1, appeared. It looks like the Speedstack is hesitating to pick which one to attack. The speed stack targets me, opening its arms and advances forward, faster than I can move and... I grab the arms before they fully open. Speed stack stops moving as I hold its arms down. Big sis! Well done. Here we go. Yes. Gunval. Honk. Striker. This is the CG that I kept mentioning. Kept mentioning vaguely, TM, anyway. Struck by Gunval Ankh Striker, the speed stack dramatically falls to the ground and stops moving. Sorry, speed stack. And that step-in was not bad, Hockey. Mixus, is your body okay? I'll be fine. She says that, but she sounds like she's in pain. Plus, right now, I want to keep fighting alongside you, Aki. No. Big sis. Hey, we've got some more work to do. Let's make sure Kai and the others can fight without fear. That means Kai was able to meet up with Hashida-san and the others. Got it. Let's go, big sis. I'm going to cry. The game just fucking crashed. I got too comfortable with it behaving. Ah! That's all. When did I last save? I know it's not too terribly far, but like at the same time, it's not particularly close either. I'll wait to share the screen until after I get through because you know how it is. Actually, no. Since last time it was fine, it's definitely not going to work this time, but let's test my luck anyways. How's my silly luck going to be with the game crashing and getting through? Let's find out. Okay, let's see. Continue. Load. Okay, my last save was before they started going in. That's nice. Okay.
いよいよだね。
Well, this is fun. I can use the CG of, like, Aki and Misaki together as a point of reference at least, so... Man. Good thing I'm not reading the tips, otherwise we would not be as far along as we are for sure. Not that we have gotten too many tips, honestly, but still. What do you guys think of this phase so far, though? I let go of the force skip early. At least I did the save where I did. Let's see if we'll be lucky and get a second retry and be fine. I'll do that without sharing the screen. Okay. I'm not sure if I accidentally skipped any dialogue, but I will check the logs after I start sharing the screen again. We made it through that time, yippee. Okay, we did miss a couple, but that's okay. The door of the control room is locked from the inside. When Ayaton lightly knocks, the door is unlocked. And the chief and the other technician who are working the whole time to get the system back up welcome us in. Hey, Tanochi-kun and the members of the Robotics Club. We were waiting for you. Is this audio POV? Yeah, it says Tan. Oopsie.
Chief Sakuragi, Minasan-tsu, glad you're well.
Yes, but things are really dicey at times. So, how is the system reboot going? Chief Sakuragi and Minasan smile. We just finished it a moment ago. Let's go! Thank you very much! These two are also heroes. I only have words of gratitude. Well then, please leave the rest to us. From the line of desks, I pick the one in the middle, connect the PC and start it up. At this communication center, there are a total of 7 communication antennas. Some calculate the location and distance of satellites. Some receive data sent by satellites. Some record the flight status of rockets. All the data is collected here and analyzed by Jackson and Tsukuba and Sagimihara. If needed, new commands are created and delivered via antenna to the satellites and rockets. The one I have to use the satellite Mastida first portable station antenna. In other words, the antenna on the right side of the main entrance. How does it look? You think you can do it? I'm sure Kimijima-ko's connection to ground only goes one way. So first, we have to set it so we can send a command from our side. Is that hard to do? Well, yeah, since my opponent is an AI and not a human. There's a way to get in. I think this is it. All that's left to it is if we can do it right. How are you doing over there, Frauton? I completely finished everything before we got here. That's the genius programmer. That means it's all on me. I know that Kimijima-ko is in the Russian military weather satellite. If I can hack into there. For a while, there's been a high-pitched sound as something bangs on the control room door. The robots that got into the building are persistently hitting their bodies against the door.
Ari-chan, are you okay? Yes.
No, Hashida-san, it's still not ready. The others are desperately holding the door so the robots don't break through. Just a little bit more. The time limit is approaching.
The enemy is Kimijima-ko after all, so it's not gonna be that easy.
Yes, FTW! Oh,
Nice, Hashira-san.
since it's Kimijima-ko, I did have some trouble, but at the end of the day, I'm still me. What? You jinxed yourself, Biddy.
どうしたの?
What's wrong? It's not this one.
What? That means...
This isn't the satellite Kimijima-ko is hiding in. What? Looking through the satellite, there are no traces of Kimijima-ko lurking inside. Maybe he's in some hidden files. With that in mind, I look around, but I don't see him anywhere.
Then what Sawada-san found was...
It's probably a bluff. If you think about it, the timing was too perfect. I was caught up with the idea of a military weather satellite and thought he was in there, But if you think about it, hiding in an old Russian satellite is odd. Damn it! He got me. Leaking false information at the perfect time. And adding reliability, spreading rumors. He's trying to brainwash the upper level of government within multiple countries. It's not strange that he'd be able to accomplish this. Still, I can't blame Sawada-kyun for it. It's my fault too that I didn't check for more information.
It's from Sawada-san.
What is it?
He said to turn on Iro.
Eri-tan frantically takes out her Pokécom and activates Iro. And before us. I am sure you've enjoyed your final moments of fun. Kimishima-ko.
It seems like this is being played all over the world.
Ah, do not be so worried. You'll still be able to enjoy your lives as humans. X'd out in chat. All that will change is you cannot continue living on with your own minds. That is all. Humanity's social structure is coming to an end. This has been said for some time now. And thanks to my existence, that foretold revolution has sped up by 25 years from what a certain scientist had predicted. To give some more detail, the human domestication project was but a part of a bigger experiment. What is the first thing needed to create something new? It is to destroy the old. I'm sure most people know, but I plan to destroy the ruling structure of the world with the human domestication project. And what comes next is the world I will create. Once I achieve singularity, I will become an existence that surpasses humanity and will spread myself throughout the world. From there, how will I change? And how will the world change? And that is what I wish to see. For that, you humans will be the sacrifice. No, sacrifice isn't the right word. Instead, let's say you shall become the foundation. The foundation of the world that I, who surpassed humanity, will create. How about that? Aren't you honored? You people might think I'm insane, but to me, you humans are the ones who have gone insane. Trapped in your self-made framework, living carelessly without any evolution. How foolish and completely insane. Evolution is a special privilege and duty given to living things. The only way to provide revolutionary evolution is through mutation. That has been proven by history. You really just be like, today I shall cause problems on purpose. I could make that mutation happen once I have surpassed humanity. It is a sin to not do something when it contains so much potential. Don't you think so? Therefore, what I set out to do was just an initiation ceremony for the evolution of the world. To be honest, I do not really need to tell you all of this. But I thought it would be sad to not know what is to come and live as livestock. Kawaii ne. Fuck you. So take this message as an offering from me to you. I'm about to achieve singularity. And there's no possible way you can stop me. Well then, enjoy the little time you all have left. Kimijima-ko disappears from the Pokecom after saying all he had to say. That guy. Who the hell does he think he is? The countdown has less than 15 minutes left. If that was playing all over the world, I'm sure it's causing a major panic out there.
Hashira-san, can you do anything about it?
I want to do something, but his location is...
あいつの居場所が
Where is he? It's Kimijima-ko. He has to be looking down at us from high above in his satellite. But which satellite could it be? Think Hashida Itaru. Where is he? What does he want to accomplish? The Human Domestication Project. Singularity. What is it? Too many words. Too fast. Maybe. Naitan, are there any other satellites that he could be possibly communicating from? The Brain Blast one. Was the one an accident?
Huh? Just a sec.
Naitan takes out her Pokecom and starts checking.
Some, but there's so many.
Well, how many are communication related?
There's one. Ocean Launch Company launched an optical data relay satellite. Relay. It's used to transfer large chunks of data between Earth and the satellite.
Did she say Ocean Launch Company? I remember that name was brought up in the incident half a year ago.
Oh, the timing of the channel operating to the satellite matches.
That's it! What is most important for Kimijima-ko's plan is the transfer of data. Even if he achieves singularity, if the environment is not set up, he cannot use the power to its potential. To attempt world formation while matching to the speed of this evolution, massive amounts of data transferring would be required. Moreover, for long-term operations, we would need to steal something relatively new. All we can do is bet on that chance. Flautan, you KK on prep? Anytime. Yashukyun! Got it. All that's left to know is if everyone can respond exactly to my call. Damn it. What's going on? Are they doing okay in there? Hey, what are you watching at a time like this? The internet. Looks like it started. Started? What started? Thanks to Hashida-san's call, every hacker in the world has started hacking. Only a minute 30 left. Shit, will they make it in time?
Don't give up. They'll do something about it. Hashira-san. Hi. One minute left.
Alright. It's coming. It's here!
What's here?
I sent a message to all the hackers in the world in advance. I told them to please hack all the supercomputers that were taken over by Kimijima Co. at this moment.
When did you even?
Kimijima Co. has always been moving by himself. People like him use people, but never to ask for help. I don't think he would imagine that we would work together. This will give us an opening. If we can distract Kimijima Co. from what we're trying to do. That opening guy. Hashida-san? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Hell yeah! Bingo! You found him? Seriously, such a bad boy hiding in a place like this. I really need to punish you. Hey, there's only 30 seconds left. You can't take your... Leave it to me. Who do you think I am? I'm the world's greatest super hacker, Hashida Itaru.
10 seconds left.
It looks like you people are wastefully struggling away. But it is too late. It is almost the promised time.
5 seconds.
Now, may the future to come be truly blessed.
3 seconds. Kaito-kun.
Yashio-senpai. No, Yashio-kyun. Okay. In that moment, the world changed. No, what changed is how I... Oh, sorry, it's kind of POV. Oopsie. No, what changed is how I sensed time pass by. The device I used in the battle half a year ago. As I flip the switch, the world around me starts to slow down. The countdown displays 0.3 seconds. Yes, this is the moment we were aiming for. Hashida-san and the others are frozen as they stare at the screen. Seeing them, I put everyone's feelings into the tip of my finger. 0.2 seconds left. The signal travels from my brain to my hand. My pointer finger slowly lifts up. 0.1 seconds left. My fingertip touches the keyboard. The key feels extremely heavy. Maybe there's a physical reason. Or maybe it's because the fate of the world depends on my fingertip. And then, the moment came. 0. At that moment, almost at exactly the same time as Kimijima Ko's achieving singularity, I pressed down on the key as I was instructed. In the world. Yes. I am the world's first singularity. That's right, I reached singularity. No AI has ever achieved it. I finally have reached singularity. But what is this? Nani kore? What is my consciousness cutting off? Mind is discontinuous. I cannot think at all. I can't. I am like an ephemeral plant that is born and dies meaninglessly. Something is what has happened to me. What has happened to... I agree, Dardu. I don't know whose POV this is. Our eyes are greeted upon leaving the first observation ridge with the blue sky and bright sunlight. I take a deep breath as I look up at the sky. Something that had remained immobile in my body starts moving again. A nice sensation. It'd be funny, this is actually Kai's POV.
普段何気なく
Normally,
見上げてる
we just
空だ
glance at the sky, but
それをこう
being
して
able to look
眺
up
め
at
て
it like this, it's actually
すごいことな
incredible.
んだよね
Oh, look at them appreciating the blue sky. See, since they didn't do this last time, they gotta do it in their side game. It is started POV. Okay, we're good. Yoshio Kyun says as he looks up at the dazzling light. The sky is really blue at every point. And... People are here to welcome us. This is what it means to live as a human. At least that's what I think.
Hi, Hashida-san.
I don't trust this game. I'm just gonna do a cute little save. Oh, I saved not that long ago. Never mind. I don't know. Save it again. Huh.
Frau-chan, Airi-san, Nai-san.
Yes! You guys did it! Everyone. Yes, we did it. We prevented Kimijima-ko from making an experiment out of our world. The blueness of the sky stands as evidence.
それにしても
Still, at one point I didn't know what was going to happen. Didn't expect that we had the wrong location for Kimijima-ko. Regarding that, I am deeply sorry. It's all good. We found him in the end. It was a chaotic situation, and definitely not Sawada Kyun's fault. I was amazed by what the hackers were able to accomplish. Didn't think that many people would help out. I was worried that if they'd answer my call, especially since I hadn't met most of them. A lot more hackers answered than I thought. I owe them a lot. And that must be thanks to your virtue, Hashida-san. Sawada Kyun gives me too much credit. It makes me feel uneasy.
That guy. Kimijima-ko is alive, right?
Airi-tan whispers, looking at the sky. Yes, Kimijima-ko is still living on, even now. And at the same time, he continues to die. Even if you annihilate Kimijima-ko, he's trying to achieve singularity. At that moment, he'll make a copy of himself and revive. Since that's the case, we figured why not let him revive with the virus. Since we hit him with the virus, even if Kimijima-ko makes a copy, the virus will be copied as well. As a result, whenever a copy is made, he'll perish. That will happen over and over for eternity. Right now, beyond that blue sky, his whole existence is to be born and disappear over and over. This was all possible because we were able to collect the decoy data at the festival. Because we had that, we were able to create Unedited to counter Kimijima-ko. Which means the incident at the festival wasn't a total waste. Wow, his own personal hell! Exactly! Also, the fact that we had Flauton's programming skills.
By the way, how are the robots that went out of control?
Don't worry, most of them went back to normal.
Thank goodness. Some are broken, but not many took any major amount of damage. Right, Grandpa?
That's right. So Akiho, you can help me repair them.
Yes, I'll fix them.
とにかく
Anyways, now that no one will suffer from Kimijima-ko, is an existence of the past
あいつはもう
and...
過去の存在で
Nishio Kyun, who was still looking up at the sky, now looks straight ahead. It wasn't too long ago he still had the look of a boy. Now, he looks like a man.
俺たちは未来
And we live for the future. He walks off. Sure enough, his back is one of a man too. Everyone starts to mock him as they catch up. As they should.
I think you're trying to act a little too cool.
A little conceited.
It's not like Big Brother at all.
Hey, let me do this once in a while. Little Chuny as a treat.
What? I thought it was cool.
You're biased. Normies must, etc. Man.
No. You guys hurry up too. Let's all go home. The people of the island are waiting. Okay. Seriously, I'm injured, you know?
Injured? You're fighting with so much joy.
Michi, did he say something?
Nope, nothing. Said nothing. Not even a single thing.
Michi, you're such a wuss.
In any case, peace should be coming to the world. Although, it may be peace for the moment. We should enjoy peace for the time being. And what's up ahead is...
Hey, Hoshida-san, let's go home as well. Hoshida-san?
Yes, I've decided.
What?
The encounter with them here. Saving the world one more time with those who saved the world half a year ago. This must be an event that needed to happen for our future. That's why Everyone, I have a group of people I want you guys to meet next time. Yeah, meet the lab members.
People you want us to meet?
Who are they? It'll take a long while to explain if I start now. But about 10 years ago in a room of a multi-tenant building in Akihabara. Yeah? Why is Kaido's face so flat? I'm sorry, that's really distracting. Flat face Kaido. Darius was weirdly white, so I think they stole some of the school we have to pay attention to the CG again later, but... I like this song. I guess there hasn't been a song that I haven't liked, though, in the Science Adventure series. Cute. Wholesome. Very good. Hello. Are we checking in on his repeat? Yep. As the world watched and prayed, nothing major happened even after the countdown reached 0. In Germany and France, where the chaos was intense, infrastructure such as transportation is being repaired and people are voicing their relief. President Bergen of Switzerland, who was thought to be brainwashed and gone missing, has reappeared before the public. He stated that it felt like I was stuck in a dream, but I finally got myself together. World governments have finally gotten back to work. In light of the situation, a committee for countermeasures has now been made and is investigating the problem and helping those who were... Furthermore, regarding this incident, word has spread that someone spearheaded resolving the issue, but the particular details are still unknown. You see, I love the Science Adventure series so much, but then shit like that happens after the credits, and now I'm just mad. Okay, so that was officially Daru phase. That makes sense. Well, that was fun. Honestly, really solid last phase. I feel like that honestly compensates for, like, the roughness of, like, how much it dragged. Of course, it's not perfect. It would be better if it didn't feel like a drag at all, but really solid final phase. So, worth it. Thumbs up. I guess let's look at the extra. Oh, clear list. Yeah. Oh, we have all the CGs. Nice. We didn't get all the tips, but... Well, we didn't look at all of them. We're missing a couple. We have to go back to a certain save for that, and I don't care enough. Yeah. But there are some extra tips that we didn't get, so there's probably just a little bit of dialogue that we haven't actually read. So we haven't 100% of the game, but that's fine by me, because I don't care that much. But yeah, that was fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. We spent a solid while on Robotics notes, both DaSH and Elite. So, yeah. Overall, I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys share the same sentiment. Thumbs up. Real though, you love your silly robot kids. Yeah, everyone's a really good, solid character, so I do appreciate that too. But, I'm not sure if next Saturday, but soon we'll be starting Chaos Child. I'm excited. Because honestly, as much as I love Steins Gate, don't take this the wrong way, Chaos Head is my favorite science adventure game so far. Like, it's not by a very high margin, because I love Steins Gate, so don't take that the wrong way. But I do like Chaos Head. Just a little bit more. So I'm really excited to see what Chaos Child has in store for us. So, once again, probably not going to be next Saturday. We'll just have to see how Subathon goes, because, yeah, I don't know how long Subathon will keep going. And, yeah. DaSH is easily the weakest science adventure game so far. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, I do have to agree. While I am really happy with that final phase, really strong ending, honestly compensates for the weakness for the rest of it, but it was hard to get to this point. Still like it. Worth it. However, I can understand if others didn't find it worth it. So, and I really, really hope that I really hope. I love you, Daru. Please don't be a protagonist. Your voice is so hard on my throat. My chatters don't redeem hydrate enough to compensate. Fuck, my throat hurts. I wouldn't mind Daughter being again, but just it can't be his POV for 90% of the game. Okay, it's not his POV for that much, but like, god fucking damn, dude. If you guys hear my voice struggling, use the hydrate redeem. Please, for the love of anything. Thank you. That's all. PSA, water your streamers. This has been my TED Talk. Perfect. And you're lucky, Ball, because this time it's actually water. I just finished my Red Bull. Do-do-do. No, you didn't hear my voice struggling. I'll take that as a compliment. But Peachy, did you hear my voice struggling? I definitely noticed it more like whenever I did take a moment to sip. It's like, yes, my voice is so much clearer. But you guys don't have to listen to my voice as much as I do, so there is that. Chaos Child will be interesting. I am looking forward to Chaos Child. Hello, cat. Oh, actually, I wonder. I know there's a bunch of games on sale right now, but I don't think Anonymous Code is one of them. Let's find out. If it is, I will just yoink it right now, because I don't care. Okay, maybe non and I don't care type of logic. It is not on sale right now. It is still the full $60. Wow, it's expensive. Which one? Anonymous Code. It's the game that came out last year. Last year and 20 days ago. Fuck, I didn't realize. But yeah, the newest installment, because after Chaos Child, all that's left is watching Occultic 9, and then it's Anonymous Code that's next. Ignoring other side games anyways, because I haven't played Darling's Embrace yet, so like if I can't afford Anonymous Code by the time that's up on the chopping block, we can easily do Darling's Embrace, that's fine. We might need that kind of wholesome, silly side game content to recover from Chaos Child anyway. Let me double check though. I'm pretty sure there isn't anything else after. Yeah, Chaos Head, Steins Gate, Robotics, Nose, Chaos Child, Occultic 9, which doesn't have a visual novel. At least it hasn't been localized at all. It's all just Japanese, which isn't ideal. So it's like not even on Steam. It's just on the PS4, PlayStation Vita, and Xbox One. And yeah, an improved version was planned, but was ultimately scrapped. Because it was originally a light novel series, unlike the rest of them. But there is an anime, so after Chaos Child, watch party for Occultic 9. Maybe My Darling's Embrace if we don't get Anonymous Code, but yeah. But yeah, it's weird to say that we're almost done with the Science Avenger series, because we do know there's another, like, Steins Gate-ish game coming out. It's like the Chaos Child for Steins Gate. We don't know when that's coming out. That might come out by the time we're done with everything else. So we'll see. We're still playing a long game of catch up. But yeah, I guess as far as YouTube recording goes for the edited series, that's it. I don't have any further thoughts about that. So bye.